Good morning and welcome to the craft
Shut up,
store.
I can't count.
You leave her alone.
I can't count.
It's all right. Dan, who is doubling up as our floor manager today, has just realised he can't count backwards.
No.
That's why Lou's giggling.
Yeah, it was like 1,
2, 3, 5. We're like, what did
up.
they? They're supposed to count backwards, but anyway, this is the beautiful Lou Sims. So I've just been raving about her house, and I love your hair. I wish I was that brave.
Easiest way to embrace grey.
Oh, well, you do it very, very well, my lovely. Now, you work for Personal Impressions, don't you?
Yes, I do. So Personal Impressions are a global, well, they're based in Sudbury, and they have loads and loads of different brands under their name. They have their own brands as well.
Yep.
So they can bring lots of different things from Ranger, from Graphic45, we've got Sweet Dixie, we've got Ciao Bella, Stamperia.
It's a very...
And it goes on and on and on. So we have a really, really good... Wow, yeah, it's like a huge warehouse. Well, I work in the warehouse area, or the offices above sort of thing.
Oh, do you?
And it's like going... So if you not need a new ink pad, it's like I can go down the Sukaniko aisle and I'm like...
Oh, heaven.
It's just like... And then I never pick because it's like, oh...
Oh, to have access to all that. 'Cause I had a look at the Personal Impressions website and I was impressed. I mean, you've got, what, 70 brands on there alone?
A lot of brands.
And a lot of them have got their own brand page and everything. So you can just, like today when we do Tim Holtz or Graphic45, you can just go straight to the page, can't you?
You can put in Tim Holtz ideology, you can go into Ranger, and then I don't know my left from right. I can teach you my left and right, but I don't know my left and right. But on one side, I'm going to say... Well, it's on that side of the website. You have a category section, so you can put down all the ink pads, sprays, if you were going to the Ranger side, or if you were going to the ideology, it will list all the different bits and pieces in there. So you can speed it up that way as well. But for the craft store, we have given all the products that we're showing TCS codes. So you can go to the search option and just put in TCS.
For the craft store, in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
It took me a second.
And that means anything that is on today's show will appear, but all the other previous shows will also appear as well.
Brilliant.
So that means if you can't remember all the codes, just put in the TCS. It's on, if you go to the front page, you'll see a big banner that says the craft store. Just click in there and you'll find absolutely everything that you need.
Because that's the beauty. What Personal Impressions have done, you've made it so easy to find everything that's on the show today.
Completely, but then that's how I like to shop.
We like it simple, don't we, Lou?
Yeah, you know, it's there. Oh, yes, please.
I don't want to have to go searching for it. I just want it to be there.
Yeah.
Can I just ask again? So with everything on the Personal Impressions, when we come to Tim Holtz, let's say, for example, now, again, Angel policy, can we make to sell?
Tim Holtz is make to sell.
Great.
He's more than happy for you to actually do it. The stamps are via Stampers Anonymous, so that is perfectly fine. Graphic45, I believe, is exactly the same as well.
Have you met Tim Holtz?
I have, but that I'm talking about years and years
and
years ago at a trade show.
Oh, wow.
Many moons.
Oh, you lucky lady.
Many moons ago. So because he hasn't really travelled for the last, even before pre-COVID, he hasn't really
Oh,
travelled.
really?
Done them. No. So it was eons.
He's too busy making things and coming up with all the different things that he does.
He has, but Tim actually announced earlier this year that he is reining back on designing.
Oh, is he?
So this year you'll see 1 or 2 new launches, but then he's reining back on his designing. And he wants to concentrate on education to how you use all your different products, whether it's from years gone by or current. And he's going to be doing a series of YouTubes.
See, now this is brilliant, because also on the Personal Impressions website, I noticed you've got lots of tutorials on there as well, because when you do start out crafting, let's use ink pads for you don't know which one to use for which, do you?
No, and we're starting to upload them to our YouTube channel as well. So there's going to be shorter ones as well as longer tutorials. I'm working with some different people to get you some different tutorials out there from a range
of fantastic
different products that we can do as well, yeah.
Oh, gosh, superb, superb. Now, today we've got some brilliant bundle deals coming up for you, and especially there's a lovely couple coming up in a bit in wallets. So where would you like to start, Lou?
Right, as we're here, we might as well do the stamps, mightn't we?
Why not, yeah.
So we've got, I think there's 9 sets of different stamps. So there's a different range of stamps, and we put them on to showcase the different ways Tim creates. So he can be very pretty and floral, or he can be very grungy.
Yeah.
And this is a really great range. Now, I am going to say there is one set of stamps on here that you're probably going to go, Oh, and it's probably the most, you're going to look at it and go, well, what will I do that?
Okay.
And that is the label frames down the front. Okay.
Okay.
I am going to say that is probably one of my most favourite stamps he has ever brought
Oh,
out.
really? Why is that?
Because it frames absolutely everything. So if you don't want to do matte and layers with card,
Yeah.
you can do all the matte and layers, but with the frame. So if I give you an example.
Oh, wow. Oh, I see.
So I've actually stamped that and then stamped inside it and then done another frame, but all of that is flat. And you can
Gosh,
then,
that's clever.
So you can then take it, so for example, if so that's another one that I've just stamped. So you can create your own,
sorry,
no,
Lou.
you're fine. Your own ephemera pieces straight away by using the labels.
Oh, gosh, look at that. That's brilliant.
And it's so, you know, if you're art journaling, not always do you want to stick pieces in, but you can, so you can go as detailed, because you've got all the different sizes. You can
Oh,
go
gosh.
as detailed or as small as you actually like, but you can create your own like ephemera cards, your own stamping within stamping, and the frames work absolutely beautifully for that. And I did bring it up, but only because you will look at it and you'll just go,
I'm not sure
that's
about that. What
weird.
would I use
Yeah,
that for? But then
it is
visually,
a
when you see
really-
it, yeah.
Visually, it's a very, very versatile set.
That's going to be nice size as well to actually frame your sentiments.
Yeah, completely
Yeah.
as well.
So like
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Or if you've got a piece of paper and you want to stamp on it and you can then frame one area. So it keeps everything flat and inky, but it is. So we've got like a complete range and all the different stamp sets are on there. You're going to ask me all the different names, aren't you? Down the bottom there, as Chris's start, we've got labels, we've got embroidery, and then I think that is that, I can't remember, the botanical, and then we've got etc. So,
Yep.
so you can see all the different ranges. So the embroidery is completely different to the last one Chris is panning on, to etc., which was beautiful florals.
I love that one.
Again, he loves all his layering. So all the layering is done within the stamp for you. You can just stamp it and layer and have a quick background as well.
And you can see there, because that's how he started, didn't he? With
Yeah.
that love of vintage.
Yeah,
He was,
completely.
yeah.
He's still obsessed with it.
He
you
is, isn't
see,
he?
Yeah.
And it comes through. It's like you say, vintage or grunge. And
Yeah.
he's been, what is it, over 20 years he's been designing, hasn't he, Tim?
It's amazing,
Wow.
isn't it, how time goes so quickly.
And how
But
he
you've got
comes
all
up.
those different layers in there. And those stamps fit perfectly, or some of those stamps fit perfectly within the labels. So that's where you saw I created all those labels,
Yes.
stamping within stamping, very, very easily.
Superb, absolutely gorgeous. So again, if you go to the personalimpressions.com website, or again, it's super easy. Lou and the team have made it so easy for you to buy The Craft Store. And it just starts with TCS for The Craft Store, and all the codes are there, all the prices are there. Also postage.
Postage is $2.99 regardless.
That's good, isn't it?
Yes, and that's 48 hours tracked. Personal Impressions do all tracked deliveries. It gives them peace of mind, but it gives you peace of mind.
Okay.
And then you have got, I believe it's either $7.50 or $7.99 off the top of my head, and that's next day delivery.
Right, okay. Oh, gosh, brilliant.
Personal
Okay.
Impressions will send worldwide, and when you go to the basket, you'll be able to put down all your country, your region, and it is based on weight, not the box size. So it'll give you an indication of what that postage cost will be straight away.
Okay, I'm just going to put on here as well. I'm going to look for our little... there we go. That's us on there, Lou. Hey? Hi, Lou. Hi,
Michelle.
Zena. Oh, Michelle McCarthy.
And Patty. Oh,
Oh,
hi, Patty.
brilliant. Tina says, good
Harry.
morning. Harry says, hi, Lou. Hi, Zena. Great to see you back where you belong. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Michelle. Sorry. It's not about me. It's about Lou. Right, lovely.
Go for it.
Never don't you feel embarrassed when you read a message out about yourself? You never quite know what to do with yourself, do you? Okay, brilliant.
Okay, so all the stamps we have brought them down to $24.49, and this stamp here, the floristry, actually comes with its own block. So you get the stamp set, but you also
Oh, great.
get a block, and it's one of the few times, there's one or two other stamp sets that Tim's done like that, but that is still the same price at $24.99.
So special prices for the craft store today.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, if you are new to crafting, why do you need a stamp block?
To put your stamp on, to actually stamp. Now, that's going to sound, I'll use my hands though, and a thing. So that's really hard. A stamp block is there, so your stamp will actually cling to it. You can put your ink on it, and then you can actually stamp onto your card, your journals.
They're clever things, because you wonder how they're going to work, and they just stick to it, don't they? They
Yeah,
just-
it's the cling mount that's on the actual stamp sets themselves.
Okay.
And that sticks to, has a very low tack to the block. It's not sticky to touch, but it works on the block.
Clever. Great that and I love the rabbit
Rabbit
stamp set.
Yeah,
for
he
Easter.
Is beautiful, isn't he, Mr.
He's
Rabbit?
gorgeous, yeah, beautiful. And we just had Paul messaging Lou and Zena, a dream combination. Oh, thank you. Checks in the post. Do they still do checks? I don't know. Okay, so those are the stamps from Tim. And then we've got, should we show some more examples? Or?
Yeah, of course you can. So that's the tiny toadstools, to give you an example of the tiny toadstools. And I'm using that on one of the items we've got coming up. That's the embroidery.
Okay.
To give you different ideas. No, you're fine.
Oh, gosh, your design... Is this you or your design team?
No, this is me.
Wow. Oh, Lou, you're good.
Thank you.
That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
And that one is deconstructed.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Have you got his phone number?
I love it, but we've got the paper dolls coming up. And that's another way of showing the deconstructed off.
Oh, sorry, Lou.
No, you're fine.
Thank you, lovely girl. Look at that. Oh, it's very Peaky Blinders, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I've gone, again, but same, that is from, I'm just trying to think which one. It's the one down the front there. What am I looking for? The etc. mixed with the deconstructed. But I've gone floral instead of...
Yeah.
So using the same stamps can work...
It can go very gentle and very feminine, or it can also go quite
and I
steampunky as well.
We look at some of the imagery and we think it's probably quite masculine, but it actually...
No,
change your colour ink
Yeah.
and change your embellishment and it looks completely different again.
That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. How long have you been making, if you don't mind me asking?
Making since about 2009, 2008.
Oh, gosh,
but
okay.
Demoing since about 2019, 2020.
Yeah, because you demo for quite a few different brands, don't you?
Yeah, so quite late to the demo-y.
Because am I right in thinking you started off by making Christmas cards and you wanted to do like a designated wrapping or something, was it?
My son wanted, it was year 6, and he wanted to make Christmas cards for his friends, and I managed to buy a few bits and pieces. He got bored after the 5th one, and I said, you can't take just 5 random cards in, and I ended up making the rest sort of thing, and it came from there. And then I went to like an exhibition, but it was more stamping and printing exhibition, and I got hooked that way into the stamping side. Yeah. And then I was lucky to work with a lady called Nikki Hall from Polka Doodles, and she did USBs and CDs. So it was, I then was...
So you've gone full circle, haven't you, really?
Yeah, well, Nikki also did stamps, but was mainly known for her USBs and CDs. So it was a great way to combine the two, and it just grew, as is the normal way with crafting, it just grew.
Can I just say, was it Luke or Aaron, your son, that got you into the... Aaron. I'd like to say thank you, Aaron. I don't know if you're watching, but thank you for getting your mum into... Because otherwise you wouldn't be here, would you?
No.
Now, that's a bit cheeky. Paul just said, I'll send you my address for the cheque. I'm not giving you my address. Right then, my lovely. Shall we have a look at some of the...
Yeah.
Zena,
hang on a second. Those dulcet tones...
I broke her. Come with me. Carry on.
Well, I would like to just... I'm just going to mention something, actually, which was rather lovely earlier that I could not tell you about, but I'm going to. So it's the first time I've met this young man today.
Hi.
My microphone wasn't working earlier on. He was on his hands and knees rummaging in my back pocket of my trousers. It was lovely.
Rummaging?
It was... I thought, gosh, do we get this extra as well?
You know what, weirdly, I was like, when it was fine, it was on, I was like, you're good. And I almost like...
You know, almost patted me to go, you're all right.
You're on, you're good, off we go.
But honestly, I was like, well, I didn't realise we'd get treated like this.
Then I just got scared and ran off, didn't I? Just scurried away.
But I kept quiet, but I couldn't any longer.
No, you tell him. That's the point of what we're doing, isn't it?
This is Dan. He's the main man.
Hi, guys. Barely.
You are. You're
Me,
the
Hayley,
main
Paul,
man.
Matt. There's many others, but I do, when people ask, I say it's all me.
It's all you, yeah.
Yeah, quite
They
a lot
like to do that, don't they?
By the way, so many people watching. Thank you so much.
Thank
I know
you for your
I'm talking
lovely
through
comments.
Zena's
Thank
mic.
you.
You're doing such a good job.
Thank you. Thank
Saves me a lot of work. Makes it a lot easier. Anyway, there's a professional back.
Come on.
Bye.
Are you all right? Are you back?
I am.
Oh,
Dan was
thank you.
fiddling. I was like talking to you like that. So.
I think he just wants to, you know... Well, at least he's sharing the
At my age, that's brilliant.
I was going to say, I'll take it. We don't mind, do we, Lou? No. Right then, sorry. Go on, my lovely. So should we get to some of these fabulous bundles?
We can, yes. I'm going to take some of these because I want to share some of these with you about what we did.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
please.
please. Okay.
Right, so we're going to go past this, and we're going to start here.
Are we
sorry,
ready? It's all right, lovely. Are we okay to move, Chris?
Sorry, Chris. I just moved.
Right, we can move. There
I've
we go,
moved.
lovely
Sorry,
girl.
Chris.
It's all right, don't worry, lovely girl.
bounced.
You bounced.
I was like gone. I was
Right,
gone.
so we're on that one there.
Yep. So we've got this first bundle here, which is the Folio selection. So Tim brought out last year folio cards and to make little books and to make little, so we've got file cards, little bits to put inside wallets, but you can use them separately. You don't need them for actual journaling, but you can create journaling. So we've got 3 different things. So we've got the file cards. So the file cards are like these little cards.
Oh, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
So you've got your file cards, which will work inside your actual pocket. And you get a lot more. I've just taken 2 out of the packet. So they'll actually work inside your journal. And I'll show you in a moment how.
Okay.
We've then got another set of file cards. Now, these ones are a little bit different. They're slightly smaller, but you get concertinas, and you get 3 different concertinas that you can actually use. You can put your own covers on or stick them within a page.
Okay.
You then get these ones here, which are like your little wallets.
Oh, I like those.
Sorry, Chris. So you can put something inside them. The file card fits in there, and we get a couple of those.
They're good for like money wallets as well, aren't
completely. I've done them in a different way. But then you do get like these little envelopes.
Beautiful.
So you've got the little flap there, and then you've got the envelope at the back, so you can add in different items to those.
Can I have a feel? Because they're very sturdy, heavyweight, aren't they?
Manila
gosh.
cream. And then we finally get these ones, which are like little cards, but they have their pockets already inside, so you can place things inside them. So you get a mixture of those. And then finally, we get the actual main one, which is a concertina. Now, my one, I have made it to start. So when you get it, it will be plain covers on either side. You actually do get the ribbon to hold it in place.
Oh, wow.
And it's like a really soft grosgrain.
Oh, yeah, that's lovely,
It
isn't
is,
it?
yeah.
Oh, wish you could have touchy vision.
Touchy vision.
That'd be great.
So now, I've done one side because I want to do the other side to show you. So now you can open it up and you can create your different parts of it.
Can I? Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So where we were talking about, I'm going to fold it up, but the one there with the little window, I've actually stuck it to a wallet, which means you can then, I put the little paper doll there,
lovely.
but just to say that you could put a photograph actually
Wouldn't this be lovely for a new baby or a wedding or...
And then the file cards can easily sit behind in all the different pockets as well. You get it so you can create different pockets, different sides. So I've left one flap undecorated. These can go either side, so it can go to the front, it can go to the back. So I've brought some of mine to the front here. And where am I pointing to? To the front here. Sorry, Chris. And you know, I can actually, and I've just added some of the bits and pieces we've got here, so I can tuck all the other little elements there from the file cards.
That's
so
beautiful.
the whole system works together. So you can create a concertina book, decorate the front, and then you've got the ribbon to actually
What a
hold
lovely
it in
gift.
place.
And I'm thinking, again, for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Just utterly beautiful.
So that is just like one whole collection. So we've put all 3 together for you for $22.99, and the code for that is TCS0036. But it's all in you'll see the photograph when you go to the page, and you'll see it all there.
Yeah.
However, we have done them all individually as well, so you can go and get them all individually.
I love that.
as well. So you don't have to buy the bundle; you can buy them individually.
Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Because that's the lovely thing. Is it the same price for the bundle or as individual, or is the bundle a special price?
The bundle will be slightly cheaper.
See, that's why we like to go for the bundle,
those
don't
sort of
we? Yeah, we
things,
think. And again, we've talked about the angel policy as well. So that means we can make and sell with Tim Holtz's collections. Absolutely brilliant, because a lot of people like to do that.
So I just want to quickly show, they're the file cards, but don't think the file cards have to be used for journaling. I've actually made them into like the start of Halloween. So you can actually use your file cards to make cards, because they make unusual card shapes.
Look at that.
So that's the different idea, you know, so you can use them. They can still inside your, I'm getting confused.
Wow.
And they, you know, you can use them in lots of different ways as well. You don't have to just use them for journaling or making mini books.
Here's one. Are you called Teeny?
Teeny.
I'm
I'm tiny in height. I don't do heels, sorry.
Somebody's just said hi, Teeny. But there you go. So we've got some lovely messages coming in. There's a lot of love for you here, my lovely. A lot of love. How fabulous. Oh, fabulous. Oh, you're all being very kind. You are. You're all being lovely. You are so talented.
Oh, no, thank you. But, you know, so you think about them, how you're going to use them. You don't just need to have to use them for a journal. I'm going to take that with me because that is a demo.
Oh,
okay.
Great. We're going to have a demo as well.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Right, so what we've also brought to you is what we call the etc. packs.
Okay.
Let me move these out of the way. Then that
Can you
gives
manage?
that way- Yeah.
You tell me what you want me to bring you over and
No,
I'll be your
fine.
pack horse.
Now, Tim brought these out ages ago, and these are really, really thick MDF pieces. And we put together a bundle of 3 different ones. So this one is a tag, and you get 2 MDF tags. And this is, he called this his medium size.
I was just going to say he's a bit generous, isn't he?
But you do get the rings on the back.
Oh, great.
Reinforcers on the back that you can put over the holes of the tags. So that is one set
Oh, how lovely.
in there.
And you can see the quality of the wood there.
I mean, I'm just saying the MDF must be, what, 6-7 mil thick?
Easily.
Easily.
Yeah.
And then this one here is called Tiny Tombstones, and you can create lots of different
Look at the different. Look at the different shapes there as well. Look. Oh, they're brilliant.
So you've got them, so you can create just a tag, or you can add on the top bit or the bottom bit, and you can create your own tombstone. You can use it all separately, but there's all the different elements you need in there to create. So you
Wow.
can layer it up as much as you want, or make it go as far as you want.
Love those.
So-
Halloween as well. Do a little
Yeah,
graveyard.
completely. But you can do summery, Easter. It can be completely.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, when you think of a statue inside some of those mausoleums, and
Yeah.
some of the, you know, you could easily do those sort of
Well, I'm
things.
getting very excited, Lou, because you might not know this, but I'm also a funeral celebrant.
I know.
So I could use those very well.
Yeah, completely.
They're brilliant.
And then finally, at the very, very front there, we have another set, which are slightly smaller. Now, these ones can work independently, but they will also work on top of the tag, so you can then carry on building. So you've got 4 different shapes you see there,
Yeah.
but then you've got lots of different pieces inside. Now, the stacking strips are...
I was just going to ask you about them.
OK, if we turn it round, I'll do it that way. So you can see those little strips there. Which way, sorry? And those are, you break them apart, and they are like your 3D foam. but
You
in
just sort of-
MDF.
oh,
just break them
really?
apart. Yeah, and they're like your 3D foam, but they're MDF. So you can then build up all the layers, and you can create depth.
How
so
clever.
These can be used independently, or they could sit there and go on top of the actual tags you've got here. So everything works
That's clever.
completely together. And Tim hasn't brought anything out from the etc. range for absolutely ages and ages. And we thought it'd be nice, you know, to go
Yeah.
back just as well as go forward.
Yeah.
So we did a really nice bundle deal. So absolutely everything included in there is $22.49.
Gosh, that's
And everything's going to be TCS, and the code at the end is 0040.
Fabulous. So again, just remember with the craft store, the way it works, we always leave the actual code for the website for each brand. We've got a whole 2-hour special with Personal Impressions and Lou today. We've got Graphic45 coming up. So we might let Lou go and have a little glass of water or something, you know, or a cheeky G&T, whatever's going on, I
There's
don't
some
know.
cakes and sweets in
I
there.
bought those in for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's
Much
You
appreciated.
have to have a cake.
I have.
It's compulsory. Oh, you had one already? Oh, you girl. I'm impressed. Well done.
I thought we were going to be on here for 2 hours. I need a bit of a sugar rush.
Exactly, that's what we thought. Okay, lovely. So that's great as well. So again, and one thing, rest assured, with Tim Holtz, anybody that has used Tim Holtz before will all say it's all about the quality.
It is. Everything is incredibly well made, even down to the cardstock, as you were saying. It's lovely, heavyweight cardstock. Because he loves to use mediums, whether that's sprays, inks, glues, pastes, it has to withstand all of that layering.
Yeah.
And his technique is layering, so it's layer upon layer upon layer. So the card, everything has to work to take that layering.
He's brilliant. And I'll tell you what, I did have a look at. I was having a look at the Personal Impressions website last night. If you go to the brand page of Tim Holtz on Personal Impressions, which I know you will do, that's the whole point, 112 products on Tim's brand page.
I know, and that doesn't include sort of thing that things could be coming.
Exactly,
you know.
exactly.
So there is quite a lot there, especially on the ideology, and then the Stampers Anonymous.
Yeah.
Because you've got his stamps and his stencils.
There's
as
something
well.
for everyone,
Completely.
basically. Everyone at
Completely.
every level. And we all have to start somewhere.
We do.
Give it a go and have a play. You can't go wrong with Tim Holtz. It's just
No,
beautiful.
you can't.
No,
Because
have fun. Get
completely.
creative.
So I love this. Okay.
It's a little globe.
It is. It's his display globe, and he brought it out originally for like Christmas and Halloween, and it's actually glass.
Oh,
This is glass.
wow.
So you can create that way. So if you were like your own little terrarium, but I would make a stand for it, sort of thing, put it there. But you create on the cork that sits on the top.
Oh, how
So
clever.
Tim originally thought about it for Christmas, but he's also used it for Halloween, making little Halloween. If you've got Tim's previously, he did a set called Tiny Lights, which are tiny little rice lights. They fit inside there. What I did with one of mine for Christmas was I actually drilled a hole in the cork and just fed the lights through that way. So you didn't see the
that's
attacher
clever.
underneath. So you can see that one's Christmas there to give you an idea of how it works. I'm going to turn the box
Great
around,
for
Chris,
weddings
sorry.
as well, Lou.
And that is how he's done Halloween. So, you know, so that they can actually, but yeah, a single, like we've just seen the flowers over there, a single flower would look equally as
wouldn't it?
beautifully.
Just and all lit up, and
Yeah.
pictures for Mother's Day as well. And
So we've got the glass. So like I said, so this is glass, and it's beautiful to work with. I love the shape that it's round. You know, to me, I just feel like it needs a little bit of alcohol ink down the bottom, as if it was like a crystal ball.
Oh,
You know, so you've got like
yeah.
the green smokiness down the bottom, and then you can change it a little bit that way.
And I'll tell you what, considering you've got a glass globe and you've got a big piece of cork there, is that the right price that you've got in front of you?
Yeah, it's $12.99.
$12.99.
So it will come in its box.
Lovely.
I just took it out so you could actually see what
Yeah.
you were actually getting.
That's gorgeous.
And you can use all his little figurines and everything to sit inside. I'm going to quickly go and grab one to show you what I mean.
Well, I was just saying as well, we've got a lovely stash of beautiful butterflies coming up as well. If you put a kaleidoscope of butterflies in there as well, and then had those lights and drilled the hole through the cork, like Lou's just said, you could have all the lights just going behind the butterfly leaves there, couldn't you?
You talking, I thought I have to do that.
I generally do a lot. Sorry, Lou.
So if I take this here, I'm going to say, so that's one of his Halloween. So I'm just going to build it up really
Do you
quickly.
want me to hold that for
oh,
you,
yes,
darling?
please, if you wouldn't mind, 'cause I don't want to drop it.
Look at the bones.
So, I mean, this is part of his Halloween collection. I loved it. So we can add a few, but you can build your scene up as much as you
this is
want.
brilliant.
And then let's just, for good luck measure, put a little skull in the top there. I would add a lot more to it.
Yeah, there you go.
But just to show, so for any of the figurines you've got, whether they're the salvage shapes or anything like that,
how
you can
brilliant.
actually put them in there and build your scenes. You can still do it with the paper dolls or
Yeah.
any of the other bits and pieces that you want as well.
I love it.
Sorry,
I
I'm
love
like-
it. I can't stop grinning because you just think all the things that you could do with that.
Completely. I mean, yeah, as you can see, I do like mine. I got my big box of stuff down there. but-
See, I just have loads of pictures of my dog in there.
Yeah, but you could easily do that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Easily.
He's so creative, Tim Holtz, isn't he?
Completely.
He's a crafter's dream.
Yeah, completely. And if you like you were saying about a photograph, if you want a photograph, if you took a craft knife and drew a line across the cork,
Yeah.
and gradually made a little ridge in there, you could sit your photograph in there because you've made it so it can stand.
Oh, clever. Oh, you're good, Lou. Oh, you're good. Brilliant. Okay, so now we've just got this gorgeous kaleidoscope of butterflies as well, haven't we?
We've put a bundle together. So we've got the botanical layers, which is here, and you get over.
Wow.
Well over 100. So it's a mixture of florals, butterflies.
Are they all
different
cut out
scenes
like that already?
Already cut
Oh,
out, ready
okay.
for you to use. So you can actually, use them in lots and lots of different ways. So you get all of those in there, and there's over 100. So right, let's get a nice big butterfly.
Yeah.
So you've got some bigger butterflies, but then we go right down to a little tiny butterfly. So there's lots of different shapes. There's lots of different colours. So we've got roses in here. We've got daisies.
Wow. You just want to pick
Yeah,
everything
go for
up,
it.
don't you?
That's why I wanted to.
Look at those.
So it completely, changes. So we've got blues, we've got separate flowers. So you get all of those in there.
Gorgeous.
But as well, what we've added in is the transparent.
Oh, these are fabulous.
So now we've got the butterflies, and these are actually transparent. Sorry, Chris, I'm moving. And you can see that they're actually transparent. But that means now, if I wanted to take this, I could layer it on top, and I can change the way the wings. I'm getting confused where the camera is. Let's go that way.
Perfect.
And we can layer them up. So now I can put transparent wings
Oh,
on
that's
top
clever.
of it. So you can do lots of different things with them and build them. So again, you can have a good route. You've got separate wings. You've got absolutely loads. So though you've got the black one there, you can actually put them on top of. You could change the outline. I'm going to put the white there, for example.
Yeah.
We go.
Let's take that off.
So you could actually layer up underneath.
Oh, let me move the hang on. There you go. Oh, no, there you go.
So you can actually now create your own
clever.
on top of it. Colour them with alcohol inks, colour them with your alcohol
can you do that as
pens.
well?
Yeah, because they're on acetate. So yeah, you can use alcohol inks.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry.
No, but I was just thinking, oh yeah, of course you could.
So you can do that. You've got separate rings. You've
got
got, I
little
think there's
baby
50
ones
or
as well.
60. Let me just double check. You know when you go, we've got to double check, haven't we?
Yeah.
So the transparent wings is going to, there's 72 different pieces.
Wow.
So there's 72 in the transparent.
Yeah.
And over 84 in the other. So
Oh
there's,
gosh, generous then.
yeah, so there's altogether you'll get like 150 floral and butterfly embellishments in one kit. They'll come in 2 separate packages, not all together. We've just pulled them out so you can play, or we can play basically.
And do you know what I love about that is you think how many hours that's going to save you with fussy cutting.
I know, but they're actually from card.
Wow, I was going to say they're so
They're
thick.
solid, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're actually from card, and you can use them in completely different
You can
ways.
actually hear it, look. Listen.
So
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, so that one is using the different flowers
show
on it.
that, Lou?
Yeah, of course you can. So you can see that's building it up. That's using the frame stamp that I was saying about and some of the stencils we've got coming up. So it's actually using, and all I've taken is 2 flowers and I've cut
yeah.
this one in half so I could tuck the other side behind her. So 3 bits to
That's-
create all the different embellishments.
Wow, that's
and-
going to go a long way, isn't
I
it?
mean, we showed that one before, and again, that one is taking 2 because I cut one in half.
Oh, clever.
So I put one
yeah.
half there, one half that side. Well, I'm going the wrong way.
There you go.
One half there, one half that side, and we've got just one down the front.
Wow.
So you can make them go as far
Absolutely,
as you
yeah.
want.
Yes,
and then
clever.
obviously I did it with the journal page here. I
Yep.
used a lot of them on there, as we
Shall I
can
get the
see
other
there.
end for you, my lovely girl?
So you can see that I've used them to decorate all the different corners
Wow.
and different bits and pieces. So you can make them go as far as you want
And
to
those
go.
frames again that you were talking about
Yeah.
earlier, that one in the stamp set of Tim's, yeah. Brilliant.
And I've done that around the frame, but I put acetate there, so you could. So why I put the acetate there is why you haven't got a picture in there. You've still got the picture of the
Beautiful.
background behind there.
How long did that take you, Lou, if you don't mind me asking? Because that looks like a work, a real labour of
An
love,
hour
doesn't
or
it?
so.
What? Come on.
Because the
That's
only thing,
it?
the longest part probably was cutting the frames out.
That'd take me about a week.
But yeah, so it's so you've got a lot of embellishments, and we put them together as $12.99, and the code for that one, because I keep forgetting the codes.
No, it's
you
brilliant
see.
that you've got all these here. It's
Oh, I have
fabulous.
to. I'd have a memory like a goldfish. It's TCS 0044.
Brilliant.
And then we're going to move on. Is that all right?
Yeah. I'm just following you and having a lovely
No.
time.
And we've got the paper dolls, and then we'll go down and do a demo.
Oh, yes, please.
And we can come back. Now, the paper dolls are Marmite to people. So paper dolls are... Should
we show some?
Yeah. So paper dolls are different imagery that you can get. Boys, girls, men, women.
Sitting, standing.
Standing. Now, I love them. I think they're brilliant to add to your art journal pages. It's something different. It's quirky.
It's yesteryear, isn't it?
It is, but, you know, you can use them in so many different ways. Card making, art journaling, absolutely everything. I mean, there's even a little tiny dog, which I think is so cute. That reminds me of the HMV from years gone by. I've dropped him.
And our director's just said, just put red in the eyes and use it for Halloween.
Completely. But, you know,
Or
so
having a
you've got-
drink the night before.
So you can use them in lots and lots of different ways. So the tag that I showed you,
Yeah.
those two are paper dolls.
Yeah.
And then we've got, so those two, so you can use them very pretty, and they don't look out of place
No.
at all. And then, you know, we can actually then go and use the male ones. I'm going to pass them to you because you're
yeah, I'll
better
take
at
one.
finding the
It's
camera
all right,
than
lovely
me.
girl.
And I'm probably doing Chris's head in.
You're not.
So you can see, you can use them in a completely different way, and that's
Yeah.
taken from the folio. That's one of the different envelopes.
Oh,
so you
clever.
can decorate the front, and you know we can completely change it again.
Yeah.
So you suddenly I've done them as tags, but they could be in lots of different ways. But I think
But
they
nice
make
for
a great,
gents as well, and money
completely
wallets and
different
things
focal.
like yeah.
complete
And we've
focal
got
point.
the Peaky Blinders film coming out this year, haven't we?
We have.
So
Oh,
being a brummie,
little bit of
you know.
Killian.
No. Oh, Killian, Lou.
A little bit.
Oh, don't start me, Lou.
And Tom Hardy. I think I don't need to know
I
the plot.
Oh, yeah, we don't care what the plot is when there's Tom Hardy. Oh, Dan's back in. We better stop talking about handsome men.
What?
You'll get jealous.
Yeah.
Or you'll think it's him.
Right, so they're is that the right price as well?
$7.99 for all of those. I did put the packaging somewhere to say how many you get. And you get 83 different paper doll
fabulous imagery. Code TCS0054. Right, should we go and have a demo? Is that all right?
That's fine. I'm going to take this. Is that okay? Right.
Can I just come and gawp at you?
Yep, I'm going to move across if that's all right. Now, one of the other things we have got on, and I think I've asked you to grab it. It's just that tube.
This one
Thank
there.
you.
There you go.
And we've got the collage paper on. I'm going to use the collage paper with the collage medium.
Okay.
You know when you get everything out?
And then it's always the one thing that you haven't got to. If there's anything I can do to help, just
well, if you
tell me.
Oh, right. Okay. So
I'm
what
here
doing...
to use and abuse.
Right. Also on here, so we don't waste everybody's time, we have got the collage medium on the show, and we have got the collage paper. Now, the reason I put the collage paper on is recently Tim has brought the collage papers in already cut into different sizes.
Okay.
Whereas when he originally brought the collage paper out, he brought it out on a roll.
Oh, okay.
So it repeats itself. Yeah. It's like a tissue paper, but it's not. Yeah, it's not quite the same as a rice paper, but it's like a tissue paper. And you do get a repeat. So if I say, so the repeat is there. I think I measured the repeat at approximately, 43 centimetres.
And it's got, look, the telegram on there.
It's got all of those different elements on there. And I think there's something like just under 9 or 10 metres on the roll. So it goes a really far, far away sort of thing. So I wanted to bring in that. So we're going to bring in a little bit of that.
Thank you, lovely.
I'm going to use this. So I just wanted to show you so you could see the repeating.
Fabulous, thank you.
Now, you said how long it took me to do this.
Yeah.
And it didn't take very long at all. Let's move everything out of the way. What I want to do, I just want to open up mat because I can then...
Oh, that's clever the way that... Oh, I've never seen one of them before.
Dan had these on the other day. And this will go even longer. So I can open up the mat. So to create the background that I created there, and I did it really quickly, all I did was I turned this over. I'm going to split it up a little bit and we'll start from here. Okay. And I just took the collage medium. So collage medium is a glue that Tim uses to stick down. We've got the paper, we've got the collage paper. Collage medium is also, like I said, a glue. Collage medium is fantastic for as well putting on top of the paper dolls. The paper dolls are quite shiny, which means to colorise them is really quite tricky. And I think under there, can you see that lady?
This one here?
Yeah, if you want to bring those,
yes, of course I will.
So that is a paper doll, which is black and white. I put the collage medium on the top and I've used the distressed crayons. So now I can actually...
Oh, I see. Clever.
Colour. And it's a collage medium that's gone on the top of that to do that.
And yeah, like our director Chris has just said, that's almost like bringing those black and white photographs back to how the colours would have been at the time. Yeah. Isn't that clever?
And the collage medium is what I use to put on top of the paper dolls to suddenly change it. So now I've just put that piece there. And we will do this in 2 halves, and then all I'm going to do is do this piece here. So I'm putting the glue down onto the booklet.
And you don't need much, do you?
No, you don't. A little goes a long way. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that bit.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that looks great.
And we can then put that bit on top. And
do you just let it dry naturally?
I do, but you can force it to dry with a heat tool as well.
You can?
Yeah,
okay.
Completely. I like to let it dry naturally, which is a bit of a pain, I suppose.
Because you want to get on to the next bit. Yeah. We're not very patient, are we?
No, especially if you've got an idea suddenly comes into your head. So if I then... Can I get you to hold that up?
Yeah, of course you can, my lovely.
Because I actually had my pot there.
No problem.
So then very, very quickly we can... I won't do all of this because obviously I want to show some other bits and pieces. But I wanted to show how quickly you can create and decorate...
Oh, look at that.
The booklet. I'm not worried about the wrinkles. You can smooth them out. I think the wrinkles add a little bit of extra texture for free.
That's what I tell myself when I look in the mirror, Lou.
So we can stop there. I can then, if I stopped there, let's grab that. You don't have to do it that way, but that's how I did the whole of the book. But if I'm going to cut this bit off here, you can still cut, you can still do the rice paper technique. So
and tear it.
Tear it.
Okay.
But I could also decide that I actually want this element here, and I'm going to cut it down. And
I love the fact that it's on the reel because you've got all those options. You're not restricted.
And I can go. I just want that piece there, and I'm just going to cut it down in place. And we'll put that over there. And you can then just pick one area that you want to do. So you don't have to do it like so. And I can put this on the top. And then I will tear, when it's dry, I tear off the bits that are hanging over.
Yeah.
I tear off.
You're in trouble with Michelle McCarthy, Lou.
Okay, why, Michelle? What
She just said, I'm off to the website, Personal Impressions, to buy one of everything. I knew it wasn't a good idea to watch, Lou.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle, lovely.
Oh. But so now, okay, and so you can cut panels and you could then put your own papers. You don't have to do it. So it means you can do your inky techniques, or you can take the whole and actually do all in one go in the book. So that means now I've created the scene matches all from start to finish. I'm going to put it to one side and we're going to carry on decorating that up.
I love the fact that you've got the notes as well, the music, because it's like you've got the bird song in there, isn't it?
Completely.
It's just
and
lovely.
It's all doing all the layers.
Yep, sorry. Am I allowed to show one of these?
Yeah, that is using the collage paper. So don't think the collage paper has to just be used. So I've actually put that on a tag.
Yeah, I can see
I've taken
there.
the frame. I've put where I've sealed it with the collage medium. I've then colorised it with distressed crayons, but I've left the centre white so it stands out. So you could actually then, you know, use it in completely different ways.
Yeah.
Now that one there by your hand is.
I'm too eager to show everything.
I know. That's why I bring them in, because sometimes we don't always get the chance to show as many different ways we want. So that is actually using the same paper, but I've done it on a coloured background.
Oh, wow.
I haven't done it on the. So when you, if we lift this up, you can see probably.
Yeah.
So that is the same background, but on cream. But suddenly, so that's it on cream. But then if you do with the colour.
Oh, yeah, sorry, lovely. There you go.
So you can see with the colour. Can you? Oh, well done.
Look at that.
So changing your background colour that you put the collage paper on.
What a difference that makes.
You can create a different. So if you've got an inky background that you've fallen out of love with.
Yeah. And it happens.
And it does happen. Suddenly, by just putting the collage paper on top, you've got a completely different look.
Brilliant.
The thing that you didn't particularly like, you've now changed into something completely different that you can then use in another different way. Right, I'm going to let this dry and we're going to work on this once it's dried. I'm going to move this over here if that's all right.
I'm always in awe of people like Lou because I'm very early on in my crafting journey and I watch you and I think, oh my goodness me, it's just so inspiring.
Right.
Brilliant.
So I'm just going to I'm going to work with a tag, and the main reason I'm working with a tag is I just like tags.
Why not?
I like tags. But I wanted to show a different idea with it. So I'm going to grab some of the stamp sets that we've actually got. And I'm going to go, oh, you know when you've got choices and you've got too
That's
many
the thing,
choices.
imagine how many hours we waste as crafters trying to choose what we want to play with next.
And you just go, And I'm going to grab the botanicals just for the moment. Now, we've got the big block we can use there, but I'm just going to grab one of my blocks, only because I don't want to make that one dirty just yet.
And we've all got our favourite blocks, haven't we?
Well, it's also sort of thing, it's clean.
Did you clean it yesterday because you knew you were coming on today?
Where is this one? So if I'm going to take one of the stamps here that we've got,
look at the detail in there, Lou.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? And you've got all the imagery and it's cut right to the edge. So I know for red stamps, for a lot of people, can be quite daunting because they feel that they can't see where they're going.
They can't see through, yeah.
But it's cut right to the edge and you can see that the detail is right to the edge. So you can still do all of those layering techniques. So I'm going to grab...
And you do get more detail in the red stamps, don't you?
Completely,
yeah.
So I'm just going to grab an archival ink pad that we've got here. And I've gone for a nice brown colour. And one of the benefits of stamps like this is, you know, if you don't ink it all up, you don't have to worry. You can put them in your stamp platforms, that will work just as well. So what I want to do is I just want to put this, and I'm going to build it up bit by bit.
Okay.
I'm just going to put this little bit here. I want to bring this down here.
Can I just ask for anybody learning and then you, Lou, do you recommend hand doing it like that or like a brayer or either or?
Depends on what your dexterity is.
Yeah.
Go with what works for you. If a stamp platform works, go with a stamp platform. You can get like those hockey puck things as well that you can use to put on top.
Oh, I like those. Yeah. There's a brayer, the roller, and then the hockey. I've seen those ones. I like those. Oh, that gives you like a sepia effect, doesn't it?
I haven't put the archivals on the show, but there is all the archivals on the website as well. And now this is where I'm going to take it off the block because what I want to do is I just want to add a little bit.
Oh, see,
in
oh,
there.
okay.
Okay.
That's clever.
This is how. I know you were saying, like, do you use stamps? And here's me now using my hands. But I prefer to do it that way because I can work out where it's going to go. And all I'm doing is I'm just taking
look at
different
that.
bits of the stamp set.
And it builds so quickly, doesn't it?
And we've got there. And it's a great way of, if you're not confident with your inking, this sort of technique, because it's not meant to be perfect. So we're just going to move that one over there. And then what I would want to do is I want to actually take one of the frames. And so as you can see, the frame I'm choosing is to actually frame that flower.
Oh,
there.
that's nice. You make that like the portrait feature. Love
Completely.
it. Yeah.
Now, your stamps will move because they're obviously flexible, so you could change the shape. If you wanted to keep them straight and you're using a block, just put it onto the edge of your block because your block is straight.
Yeah.
And just line that part up and then just let the stamp naturally fall.
I love the idea of moving it because you made it look all fairy tale then, didn't you?
And it works that way.
Yeah.
So you can change it, or if your stamp platforms, a lot of stamp platforms have grids on them.
Yeah.
So you can line them up. And all I want to do is, I'm going to have to turn this to the side because
Okay.
that's just the easiest way for me to stamp.
Okay.
And I'm not going to be too worried if this is not straight. I forgot how high these counters are.
I can give you a leg up if you like, Lou.
Oh, I remember many, many years ago, I was struggling and someone gave me like this board thing to stand on. But the board thing made noises. So every time I moved, it made a noise that wasn't particularly
Remember
flattering.
the old platform?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Dan's gone rooting.
No, Dan, don't. You're fine. So, we've just taken one
beautiful.
stamp. So all I'm going to do is I just want to grab a little bit of. I'm going to grab some oxides. And what do you fancy, orange or pink?
Orange, please.
Okay.
I'm very into orange at the moment.
Are you?
I don't know why. Oh, can I ask another question? You know these stamps of Tim's, how once you put the ink on and you've used it, what do you do with them to look after them? What are you supposed to do, Lou?
You can clean them. Wrong person to ask. I don't. If I'm going to use a different colour, then I will. I will use a rag.
Okay.
And you can just wipe the excess
Just a
ink
dry
off.
wipe?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
okay.
use or you can spritz with water and a microfiber cloth and wipe them off that way.
Okay.
But the only time I really, really, really clean them is if I was stamping into something like a embossing powder, because then you need a layer of ink
course you
so
do,
it doesn't stop to stick to the embossing powder.
Thank you.
If that makes sense. Right, so I've got this frame here, and as I said, these frames are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to just put a bit of colour on my block.
Okay.
And all I want to do really, really quickly is I'm just going to use a water brush. And we're just going to...
Oh, look at that.
And I'm just going to create a softish shadow that goes round. And we're just going to bring something like that. So while I'm doing this, in my box behind me there, do you want to root for an embellishment that you,
I
a
will
flower that you would
A
like?
flower. I will. Can I just mention as well, Jilly Susie Whatsit has, Jilly Sue Johnson has just messaged you and she said, hi Zena and Lou, hello.
Hello.
The collage paper that you were just using with the birds on and medium is fantastic, she says. I cover, this is a good idea, I cover plain notebooks with it and it looks gorgeous. That's a nice idea as well,
It is
isn't it?
completely a nice idea, yeah.
Do you remember that when you used to be at school, Lou, and you had to cover your notebooks with wallpaper?
Or brown paper sort of thing. Or if I had really cheesed off my dad or my stepmum, it was what was left over from Christmas.
Oh, no, you
go in, like,
didn't.
with
Oh,
your dodgy old
Lou.
Christmas. You know, you just go... So now all I'm going to do is, now if I want to leave this so this stands out and to be white, I'm just going to bring in a little bit of the orange down below. And all I'm doing is I'm creating an extra shadow around that frame.
Will
just
those
to make...
Sorry, will those work?
Yeah, we can add them on and see, yeah. If not, we will
Sorry,
do...
Lou, to interrupt.
No.
I do apologise.
So now all I've done, so this is where I say the frames now actually frame this.
Oh, wow. I can see why you use those. They really draw the eye into that.
Completely.
Yeah.
So I'm just adding a bit of colour, but I'm leaving this absolutely white. So now, this is now my focal point. And then the stamping that we did, which was all one layer, looks like it's right in the background.
Yeah.
And we've made it like...
Makes it look layered, doesn't it? Yeah.
Completely. So when we can then take... Let's move you out of the way. So we can then layer up from there. I'm going to put lids on because I'm dreadful for putting my fingers in it. So we could take that there and we could suddenly
Have I chosen a
change
bit big?
No.
You sure?
No. So now, that if I wanted to cover the stamping, that can work, but that layer is still white and still makes that flower actually stand out. I could actually put that lower down, and we've got the flower going that way, and it completely changes. Look, you're having a really
I'm having
good
a real...
rubbish.
Oh,
No.
look at that one. Oh,
And this
yeah.
is-
Oh, and that one with the...
Yep. So with the orange and the blue. So the orange, so we could have that one so it was going down. You can have it that way. Or what I would be tempted to do
I like that,
with that
yeah.
way, go that way and chop off the excess.
Yeah.
So I would put it there, chop that bit off and put that bit down that side to make
And that's
it
the
look
thing,
like hair.
just keep playing with it until you decide where you like
Or we've
it.
got this for the corner, and we can do it. So if we didn't want to do the flower, so we could actually have that on
that's
there.
nice.
Or it could cover over again. We could, if you got a paper doll, should be in a bag.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
let's
want
do
to
that
choose
as
a paper
well.
doll? Yeah, we're going.
But this is the thing, we all like playing, don't we? Can we have a little... Oh, how about... oh, no, I like him. He's
Okay.
great. He's
So
got
now,
character.
Where I've got this frame here, I can actually have him sitting in the corner as if the frame was made perfectly for him to sit down. And he's in there, and all you need then is a little sentiment. And very quickly, just by changing the colours. And this is where the frames work absolutely beautifully, you know, doing things in different ways. So
These
we've
are
got...
gorgeous. I just saw a look at that if you're doing like a wedding invitation or
I mean,
something.
she could sit behind or sit on the top there. I would probably have her lower down and have her mounted onto 3D foam. But we could change it up again, because if you... Is there a butterfly? You might
Oh,
find a
let me get...
butterfly.
Oh, come on, let's have a butterfly.
You're having a good old rummage in there.
I am having a rummage. We've only just met as well.
No, how rude. No.
She was rummaging all through me things.
So if I took a butterfly, and I'm just going to cut that... Oh, let's do... I'll pretend we've got two the same.
Oh.
And we could put butterfly wings behind her like that. And then she can sit there.
Is that the same? No, I'm just giving you all different colour
but
butterflies.
no, then suddenly you can change it. And if she was on 3D foam, it looks completely different. The only thing I would probably do is ground her with a little bit of
Otherwise, they
extra.
look like they're floating,
they're
don't
floating.
they? Yeah.
And you know, so just doing a really quick technique like that and just taking the frame stamps. That's why I love the frame stamps. Suddenly, it's a quick way to create that layered work really, really, really quickly.
Now, we've got messages coming in. We've just had a message in from Kim. I apologise, Kim. We do keep saying it, but perhaps I've not said it enough. So, if you would like to buy any one of these items that Lou's shown you today from the Tim Holtz range through or anything else on Personal Impressions, all you do is go to the website that's there on the screen, personalimpressions.com. There is immediately there, Personal Impressions have made it very simple. All the codes start with TCS for the craft store, with all the codes after, and there is special pricing on all the items for Tim Holtz today, and we've got Graphic45 coming up for you shortly as well.
Right, now we have got on the show some stencils.
We do.
And these are called the shifter stencils. And they are a good few years old now. Mine are well used, loved and abused. So I did try and clean them.
Well loved.
Wow, one I just can't clean at all because I use it, as you can see, with alcohol inks. Stencils are meant to be loved.
Of course they are.
And one of the things about the shifter stencils, I'm just going to grab this in here, is that when you look at the stencil as is, it looks really bizarre. Sorry, it's really light on light. I'm trying to see. Let's get my cloth for the moment, and you can probably see. Just doing dark. So you can see it looks really bizarre, and all you've got is those elements like that. And it just looks like it doesn't do very much. But you have then got very light engraved lines within the stencil.
Right.
And they are there to help you create different patterns.
Okay.
So if we look, so that is what it looks like if I just stencil as is.
Yep.
If I shift it, because they're called shifter stencils, and I shift it and move it, I can create
Oh, clever.
that pattern.
Yep.
If I then shift and move it in another direction,
Oh, that's clever.
I can create that pattern. So this is, I mean, you could carry on forever in a day creating all the different patterns you want to do. But I thought it'd be really nice that we're going to use one of those very, very quickly.
Okay.
So so I'm going to we'll stick to the same colours as I've got out, so rather than I keep rummaging around for different inks. But what I am looking for is my brush. So if we take, and I'm just going to do some quick Stenciling, you don't have to do the whole of it. You can just do little bits of it. And that's one of the benefits of a stencil. So that is how it looks when doing that way. Now, we can do, on these bits here, there are lines, so we can change it, and I can put the lines on top of where I've done there, and that will give me a continuous pattern. And I'm not going to take any more ink. I'm just going to use what's left on my brush, because then I'll get a gradient.
Got you. Okay.
So you'll see the contrast between the two. So now I can actually build it up and layer it that way. If I changed it again, you could go in between, because I can line up all the different corners and then I can create shadows within shadows, and that's the idea behind the shifters.
What a clever idea.
They work in so many different ways, so they are absolutely brilliant. I would spritz that and not waste that, but for speed, we're going to do it this way. So what I wanted to do is, so that was a really quick way of doing your background, and I want to grab, she said, I'm going to grab, choices.
There's too much to choose from. This is the lovely thing.
There is. And I'm going to go, I was going to go for that one, but am I? No, we'll go for this one. You know, you go, I'm going for the deconstructed.
Okay.
And we've got that, and I'm going to stick to the same colours. And the reason I'm sticking to the same colours, if you're new to creating layered backgrounds, if you restrict the number of inks, I'm going to have to use this pad because, if you restrict the number of ink colours you use, and you only use one or two or from the same family, very quickly it looks like you've got a more of a layered background, because you can see things sitting on top of each other.
Right.
So that now is the orange on top of the orange. So suddenly keeping to the same colours makes it look like I've got a lot more than I actually have. So we've just got that going there. So I'm just building up that stamp. I'm going to do one more.
Oh, I like that.
And we can do... and we can build that up in there. So we've got a really, really quick background. And that's one of the things about Tim's stamp sets that is really, really good. So I'm going to grab a label again, but we're going to grab... I'll go for the same
the frames.
The frames again. This stamp set has got a grid on it, so I can line it up. This is the one that comes with the floristry one there. And as a contrast, I'm going to go for black. And I'm using an archival ink. You don't have to. Have I picked up the dry one? Yes, probably.
Because that's something I've struggled with and made me a bit. I've got lots and lots and lots of stamps, but it's knowing which ink to use. That's I would just. It's a bit of a minefield, isn't it, when you're learning?
It is. Inks. I'm going to say if you go to Paula Pascal, and you go to either her website or her. Facebook pages, you'll find there is, especially for the Sukaniko, there's wonderful reference guides on there of which ink work is one. Yeah, she's done a lot of work with inks, and I know she's doing the same now with the Lisa Horton ones there. So now I've got a little bit of the black going on there, and this is where the frames come in, because I'm going to use that as a central point. And I'm mixing and matching my stamp sets because I can. You know, when you
Yes, I can.
because I can. And what I want to do is, shall we go back? No, we'll go this one. You know when you go,
Too many choices, that's the thing.
And this one is from the Etc. So this one here is got a little bit of everything. So what I want to do is I'm just going to ink this, but I'm only going to ink along the middle and leave some of it without any ink. And I'm not going to put too much on there. And I'm just going to roughly place this in the centre.
Oh, Mandy Jane has just messaged in. Hello, Mandy. She's just said, hi, Lou and Zena, fab show. Love you both.
Aww,
we were talking about you earlier. Your ears must have been burning, lady.
We were. So I've got that building up there. So now I've got all the darker area within there. And we've got a little bit of overstamping, which means I can then take a darker ink and make it shadow like we did before. But we're not going to. We're going to use that as a starting point. So for the same, let's get that one. The same part there. And I'm just going to grab an archival. And where I've got the overstamping, I'm just going to do overkill with a big block, she says, but I'm going to build it up and make it look like that was the plan.
Yeah, because nobody knows, do they?
No, nobody knows. And I'm going to then do a little bit underneath, like so. We'll put you back there. And then I'm just going to go back to the deconstructed.
Well, while you do, this is going to make you feel better.
Oh,
And I asked
okay.
you about the cleaning of your stencils because Ginny Sue's just said, I love my stencils, she says. Yours, Lou, are definitely cleaner than mine.
Good.
So there
I
you
did
go.
clean. I did clean. I did. So I'm just now using the same, and I'm just going to bring in. Now Tim does lots of different things with the numbers.
Yeah.
But we can bring them in and bring them down, and we can change it up. Sorry, that's my bracelets going on. We've gradually built the design.
That looks
up.
great. Can I just say, for any of those of you that have just joined us on the craft store, thank you for your company. Usually we would stop and then go into the next hour, but we've got 2 glorious back-to-back hours with Lou. So we will go to the Graphic 45 in a moment, but we're just going to finish off with a demo, and then there's no break. We're just going to carry on.
So we've got that building up there, and we can, start going from there. So very quickly, I can actually create a multi-layered background, and we're going to move that out of the way. And
That looks great.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, and I will show it. Now on the show, we've got microglaze, and we've got the spritz, the distress spritz.
Yeah.
And what it is, so I'm just looking at down there. So one is in a spray and it creates a resist.
Do you want me to grab these over?
Yeah, you can do, yep. We've got different ones. So we've got the 3 there. So we've got this one here, which is the resist spray. You put the resist spray on top and it creates a resist.
Okay.
So when I spray it again with something different, the original colour will be there because it's protected by this, which is waterproof, okay?
It's like magic, isn't it?
It is. But we've also got the microglaze. Now the microglaze makes something waterproof.
Oh.
But it works in a completely different way. So you have more control probably with the microglaze than you do with the spray. I love the spray because it's just random. We just go, it's just random.
Yeah.
And you can create something a little bit different. So with the microglaze, you can put it on with your finger. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. But if you've got your blending thing from Tim Holtz and you've got your sponge, I leave mine inside there. And all I need to do, so I'm going to put this to one side and a very little.
You just take off the excess.
Yep. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in that centre part there. And I need to let it dry, which we can do shortly.
Again, is that a natural dry?
You can force it to dry if you really want to. I'm just going to put that there. So while that's drying, we'll just let that one go there. And then what we can do, what I have done, just to show you what I mean, is I have got one here dry, because I'm going to let that dry. So if I take some of the microglaze, and I'm just going to put a little bit on top of the green there. You see, just a tiny little bit on the green there. And we're going to leave that, and I just leave my sponges inside it there.
Okay.
And I've got a tissue something. Yeah, I knew I had. You know when you go, I knew I had. All I'm just going to do is just take away a little bit of the excess from there. And what that does is that makes it, if I pass you, because you can do the telly, it makes it, gives a barrier. Can you see a barrier there? And it creates a little bit of a barrier. So.
Oh, I see. Oh, there, look. Can you see?
So what we're going to do is I'm just going to grab some of the, where's my block? Because it's mucky.
Aye.
So I've got that on there. So I know we've got to move on to the next hour. So I just want to quickly show there.
Oh, no, where did that hour go, Lou?
I know.
That's what happens. Have you ever done this? I was making something the other day, and it was daylight, and I looked up, and it was black.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it, sort of thing? So if I take this part over here, I'm just going to put my blue on the top. Now, when we spritz historically with any of the distress range, what ends up happening is they're designed to blend together. But can you see the water now?
It just sits on the
top there. So that now means that the blue will wick away, because that's what the distress range is to do. But that part there will stay green. And it's actually made it waterproof. Now the resist spray does something different, but you don't have as it's a spray, it will spray everywhere. So if you want a little bit more control, so suddenly we can do.
It's like wizardry, isn't it?
So that
really
means
is.
now I can take my tag. I won't do it now because obviously we need to move on. And I could put some extra colour. I could spray this, but this part here now would stay all orange. So I could sit here and add a lot deeper colour, spray it with water, and this will stay as vibrant as it was. As you can see there, it's still got the waterproof.
That's unbelievable.
on there.
Wow. Oh, Lou, that was brilliant. Jilly Sue's just said, oh no, sorry, I was just going to say you said about the fact that I think everybody's, I didn't offend you when I said that about your dirty stamps.
No, not at all. No, my stamps are actually clean because...
Well, everybody thinks yours are very clean.
Only because I'm here. I would say at home I wouldn't normally clean.
Well, no, well, not if you're using the same colour rings. That's just a waste of time, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
So then, just to reiterate, if you would like to order any of the items that you've seen so far, and get yourselves across to the personalimpressions.com website anyway, there are over 70 brands on their website, and there will be definitely something for absolutely everybody on there. And we are now going to go and have a look at the Graphic45. I'm going to nip across, if that's okay.
That's okay. Do you want me to follow?
Yeah, I'd love you to follow if that would be all right. Right. There we are. There we are.
That's Tim. This is Graphic.
There we go. So we have got now. I've seen Tim Holtz's products before. Not all of them because he has so many. This is my first introduction to Graphic45.
Oh, really?
I've never seen them before, and I am absolutely sold.
They are beautiful. Graphic45 are an American company. They've been around for absolutely ages. They do very vintage-inspired imagery, but then they have an amazing way of adding either very muted tones, so it stays vintage, or they add really extravagant, deep, rich, vibrant tones. But you have all the different layering that you can see there. So we've gone through and we've created a few different kits. And hopefully they're going to be at good prices, she said, sort of thing.
Brilliant
because
prices.
we want to clear out the warehouse for more stuff to come through.
Yeah.
So this one here is called Fashion Forward. So you're going to get the 12 by 12 solids pad. I'm trying to see if I've got one here. Is that
we
it?
can have
That's Joy to the World.
Let's have a look.
There it is.
You got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you can
There
flick.
we
I'll
go.
let you do the pick and flick.
So
That is the solids pad. So you've got all the different papers that you need there. I think, isn't it 12? Or I can't remember how many are in there. I'll tell you. Let's have a read.
16.
16.
16
So
sheets.
double-sided.
Hang on a second.
So you've got all the different imagery in there. And so that is what's your solids pad. In this one here, whoa.
Oh, hello. I'm loving that.
Bold, elegant. I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? Sort of. So this is what they call their solids pads. So their solid pads is your backgrounds that you can put all your imagery. To go alongside it, we've given you the Fashion Forward patterns pad. Okay. There we go.
There we go.
You can. I've left it. So
Excuse
you
me
can
making a
actually,
noise while I
was
just
actually unwrap them, but you said you've never seen them before.
No,
so I thought it'd be
I want the full
yeah,
effect.
I thought
Thank
it'd
you.
be a complete revelation for you then. So then in this one, you've got...
Yeah, I was going to say, well caught.
You've got now the patterned papers. And so, but with what Graphic45 do really, really well, on the front sheet, can you see some templates?
Hang on. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. Let me turn this. So let me turn that over.
They
look.
always give you some templates on the back and front covers.
I
So
see.
you've got some different things to start with
That's
and use
clever.
straight away. So this one is your patterns pad. So you've got all the different patterns, all the different toppers, and absolutely everything that goes there for Fashion Forward. So it is
double-sided again.
Yep. So it's got it's linked to months, but it's also linked to themes and it's linked to occasions. So you've got all the different papers within there, and you've got 12 these double-sided papers. In the same, you've then got 2 sticker sheets that come with it as well. So if I pass you the sticker sheets,
Yes,
can you hold
please.
those
I can
with the
indeed.
papers?
I can.
And that comes in that pad. But then we thought, okay, so you've got your 12 solids, you've got your patterns, you've got your stickers.
Am I upside down there?
Doesn't matter.
I am, aren't I?
Doesn't matter.
Well, we have people in Australia watching.
Okay. We might be able to see it better upside down, you never know. So you've got 2 sheets, so they're 6 by 12 full. And then what we've decided to do is add in the same, but these are chipboard. So these are your chipboard actual stickers. So you get all of that in one bundle.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it's for $19.99. So you're going to get 2 12 by 12s, 2 of the sticker sheets and the chipboard.
That's
and
a lot.
the code for that is TCS 0016. So everything that you've just shown is now £20.
Oh my gosh, these £20.
Well, $19.99 I should be. It's under £20.
And you've got these ribbon strips as well on the side as well. I always think they're really useful.
If you don't like the toppers, the backgrounds are equally as beautiful.
Can I look at that? Look
I mean,
at
that is absolutely stunning.
They're
that just feels like it needs
gorgeous.
to be embroidered.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. But so it's got all the different themes for this section. So it's all about the different months, a different fashion for that month. Or if you didn't want to use the month reference, you've actually got the toppers that are all separate. So you've got lots of different things. So that is the fashion forward. So you've got all
Gorgeous.
of those different elements in there. So as I said, two lots of 12 by 12, 2 lots of stickers, and your chipboard.
But like you say, you can, if you've got a September birthday or a November birthday, if you want to, you know, if you don't want to do the calendar or you want to do scrapbooking or holidays, or there's so much you can do with that.
I know, and it's so you've got all of that together, which I think is an absolutely...
It's a brilliant deal.
I think Ray was having a moment.
I think so. Who's Ray then?
Ray is one of the owners of Personal Impressions.
Oh, hello, Ray. Hello.
And he's the one who'll sit there. I'll say to him, "Oh, can we do, blah, blah, blah," and he looks at me and goes, "Hmm." And he goes,
Are you always asking him for special deals then, are you?
Well, always asking. I
Ray's
suppose
going,
he would
yes.
probably go, always asking. Asking, inverted
That's
commas.
a brilliant deal.
So that is the first deal that we've put together for the
Fabulous.
fashion forward. So if I'm going to put that over there, and
Okay,
mine them out
lovely.
the way
Oh, there
for
you put that over as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now down below here we've got off to the races. Okay.
Ooh.
So in off to the races, you should have one in there.
Let's
I'm hoping.
have a
I'm dropping
look.
everything.
Let's have a
And maybe not. We'll leave. Oh, if not, we'll have to reach for it.
Shall I go and grab it?
Yeah.
I'm walking round. I'm just going to grab it.
You own the place.
So this is the middle one here.
Right. So shall I grab that one there?
Yep. So that is off to the races.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing it.
So you get the 12 by 12 version of Off to the Races.
With templates again.
You see the template. So this has now got all your backing papers, as you can see, you've got your template there, different things. So we've got all the different papers. So you've got some really beautiful, soft, muted colours in
that's
this
gorgeous.
one.
Oh,
That teal blue is just absolutely out of this world.
oh, can I hold that up a little bit so you can see that best? There you go, look.
So we've got all the things, 'cause it's all going to the different races.
Yeah, the
So we've
Kentucky
done
Derby. Oops.
Well, we've done the 12 by 12, but we've also added in now a 6 by 6, which will be exactly the same but smaller
Okay.
signs. We've then added in a 12 by 12 sticker sheet.
Brilliant.
Which matches the collection Off to the Races. And then finally, we've also added in a
Chipboard again.
Chipboard. And all of that we've put together as a bundle for $24.99.
Oh.
And that will be TCS0024 as the code. So that is putting all of that Off to the Races Graphic 45 together.
So again, if you get the bundle, then you've got the special price. Always, as I'm sure you'll know in the craft world, if you get the bundle, you're getting a better deal. You're getting special prices for the craft store from Personal Impressions as well today with the TCS codes. They've all been looked after. You're all been looked after with that. But also, you can buy each item individually as well.
You can buy them, and you'll find on the same page all of the different items as well. So you can pick and choose if you wanted to do 12 by 12 from Fashion Forward and 6-inch from Off to the Races, you can do. So the individuals are there, but the bundles are put there.
And the lovely thing is that the best thing, do the bundle.
Yeah.
Then if there's something you tend to use 6-inch pads more than 12 or
or the
stickers or
stickers.
whatever, just add another one to your basket.
Mine would be the stickers.
Absolutely. So all we're going to do there for you is we're going to just go to personalimpressions.com. Okay, Dan's down there sorting you out again.
Right.
Honestly, this is wonderful.
This is
we can see you,
nice.
Dan.
You can't see
You
nothing.
can.
I had no idea.
I thought I'd better highlight it, otherwise you're going to think, what on earth is that man? We haven't got any cakes down here, Dan.
Yeah.
We've got no cakes down here.
No, it's all right. We'll get there.
So just remember, again,
Thank you.
idea is there's your stickers. So again, hot to trot. Oh, I like that one. Kentucky Derby, the stake. My friend Alistair's got a racehorse. This would be great for him. Oh, I tell you, he often takes us to the races in the owner's enclosure. It's wonderful. So there you go, look. So all of the stickers. So get yourself the bundle on the personalimpressions.com website. It's all there for you. Personal Impressions. Right, then
That's
we're
me.
just not...
It's me wrecking it this time, sort of thing. Not Dan, it's
No,
me.
it's fine. So yeah, just get yourselves your bundle and then add on any extra and the stickers and things that you'd like to.
Completely, and it is. So that's Off to the Races.
Love it.
And then at the front is Joy to the World.
Joy to the world.
So if I move all the other bits and I get them all out for you, so you're going to get that one.
Oh, I'm going to open it. So it all comes in the lovely, what do you call it?
Cellophane.
Cellophane, that's the word.
I had to listen when you said it. I had to go cellophane.
Well,
you know,
cellophane, because there's that song in Chicago, isn't there, Mr. Cellophane? Because people see right through him.
So in that one there, you're going to get all your pattern papers and 2 sticker sheets. Sticker sheets.
Do you mind? That'd be lovely of you. Thank you very much. There we go.
So in this collection, so this is like Joy to the World. It's beautiful. It's got a real vintage vibe, but a real fresh look to it as well. And the backing paper is equally as...
Let me show you the backing
reverse.
paper. Look at that. That's the reverse of that one that we've just seen.
I mean, that's just equally as beautiful. So you'll get, I think, isn't it, you get 6 designs, 2 of each?
Yeah,
off the
2
top
of
of my
it.
head.
Wow, look at that.
That backing paper is just stunning, isn't it?
And again, if I just turn that over, look, just to give you the...
So the contrast between the two. So they work beautifully together.
Don't
And that's one thing
they?
Graphic45 do well, is the colour palette. And I love the fact that there's a mix there. You've got blues, greens, reds,
and
pinks.
Not just
and
your
it's-
traditional colours
no.
for Christmas, is it?
No, you've got a little mix of absolutely everything. And that postcard is just the blue one at the bottom there where your hand is.
Yeah, that one
That
there.
is just stunning. I think
Yeah,
that's lovely.
that one.
That, to me, you just need to clear embossing powder on the top and just leave as is. Would look absolutely
These are
beautiful.
beautiful, Lou.
So you've got all those 12 by 12 and they're your patterns for Joy to the World. So some are more traditional. And then some of them, I think they're beautiful, where they've got the different vintage.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the angels there. I mean, you could cut them out, couldn't you? They would look beautiful.
Just put those in those beautiful snow globe that we had
Yeah.
from Tim earlier. That's not snow globe, the globe.
I know what you mean, sort of thing. But yeah, that would look absolutely. So you get 2 sheets of that, so
Oh,
you could make that
gosh.
go as far. Now, with the same 12 by 12s, you get 2 sticker sheets.
Let me show you those
Which
as
coordinate?
well.
Do you want me to take those?
Do you mind, lovely
no,
girl?
not
Thank you
at all.
so much.
Let's
Thank you.
move you there. And you get 2 of the sticker sheets, which absolutely coordinate. But for the same deal, we're also going to give you the chipboard. So now you're going to get the chipboard shapes.
Get that for you.
And then we're going to give you the matching ephemera pack. So that is all the ephemera. And you've got different journaling and ephemera cards inside there.
Brilliant.
So they actually coordinate, and I haven't opened this one, but you do get, we'll flick from the side, I'll pass that to you.
Okay.
This is what they call their solids pad, which is their background papers.
So there you go.
Now this one, so you get all of that, and Ray has given you a price of $19.99.
Oh, come on. That's amazing.
And the code for that is TCS0019.
That's a
so
good
you're getting the
price.
2 12 by 12s, the 2 sticker sheets, the chipboard, and all the ephemera cards and bits and pieces.
I've
for
bought 12 by
19
12-inch pads for $14.99
I know,
before, Lou,
I know.
as I'm sure you've done as well.
Oh, yeah. And I
Good
paid a
grief.
bit more for Graphic45 than $19.99 for all of these. I know.
Well, just quickly as well, we've just had a message from Julie. She said, oh my, I need, in capitals, the Fashion Forward set. I've never seen this brand before, and actually I want every single set. Well, you can do that, Julie. All you need to do is go to the Personal Impressions website, personalimpressions.com. They've made it super simple for you. I was having a look last night. It's so good.
You go to the front page, you'll see the craft store
all
logo.
there.
Click onto the logo and all the products are there. So even if you don't remember the codes, there is, which is for me, a nice pretty picture. I'm more visual. I'm being honest.
So am I. I'm with you. I'm with you.
And you can click on the picture and it's all there.
Brilliant.
And you can add it to your basket, and then it's your own choice of postage options. There are lots of different postage options there, but the average one is $2.99 for 48 hours tracked.
It's a great deal as well.
Yeah, I
Really
mean,
good
that's
deal.
the tract is done for your benefit, you know, as well as Personal Impressions benefit. So you know where it is, hopefully,
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
the world. Now,
Right.
this is our final little bundle together, and this is the Princess Collection.
Let me move that out
No,
your
you're
way,
fine.
my lovely girl.
And so this one is slightly different. This is an 8x8. I think I have put it
I think I've
underneath
seen that,
there.
yes. Let me get that for you, lovely girl.
So I just thought it saves us.
There we go.
There we go. So this is the 8x8. And this is beautiful little, I've got a little demo with this one.
Oh, have we?
And this is, so you get, again, even on the 8x8, you'll
Show
still
you.
get the little templates for different things that you you can do. So you can cut the front cover up and then you've got little templates. So that's making like a little tag card.
Yeah, isn't that lovely?
And this one here is beautiful. It's got all the imagery.
Oh, come
I
here.
did take that a little bit off, but
Sorry.
obviously I didn't do it very, very well.
Right.
There we go.
Oh, that's just to seal it down
Yeah.
to stop the pages
Yeah.
getting bent, isn't it?
Yep. So you've got some beautiful, beautiful imagery in there.
Oh, look, with the castle in the background.
But then the plainer papers work just as well.
These are
so you've got that
lovely.
as your 8x8 pad, and I'm just going to read what it says there. So you get 3 sheets of 8 double-sided. So 8 patterns, 3 sheets of each, so 24 in total. And then we're going to actually put in the chipboard that matches it for you. And these, I believe, are the chipboard stickers, so they're self-adhesive. And the 2 of those together, so it's these 2 together, is $9.99. So
Oh, you've got some good deals today, haven't you, Lou?
on the Graphic45, definitely, yeah.
Wow.
And so that's TCS 0025. So you're going to get both together. Now, I'm going to say this is a good deal because the pad alone is $8.99. So you're actually getting the chipboard stickers for £1.
For £1.
For £1. So that is the final little bundle. Now, we have 2 other bundles, but it's easier to show when we get to the demo area.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then finally for the Graphic45, until we get to the other bundles, is we've brought some Graphic45 stamps. And we've chosen stamps that will go with the collections that we've got on offer.
Fabulous.
So there's 4 different sets. And they're all $8.99 each.
Okay.
So we've got Scripton Argyle on the top here.
Yep.
And that code is TCS0013. Mm-hmm. And then we've got floral backgrounds here.
Beautiful.
And the code at the end is TCS001212. We've got the calendar. Now, the reason we put the calendar on is we've got a set coming up that will have calendar, but we also thought that would go because some of the pages on the Fashion Forward had months of the year.
They did indeed, yep.
So we thought that would work absolutely beautifully.
Brilliant.
But you've got journaling. If you're into your actual journals, you can do it. I love the fact that it's 2 different fonts. You know, the fonts
like
look beautiful.
Yeah.
So that one is, the code for that one is, she says, 15 on the end of it. And then finally, we've got sentiments. So this is a mixed bag of different sentiments. So these are A5 clear stamp sets. I like that bee's knees, you make my heart smile. Oh. Hello, old sport.
I like that one.
Yeah, hello, old sport. You feel like you've got to say it that way,
Well,
haven't
that'd
you?
be good for the day at the races as well,
completely.
wouldn't it? Yeah.
That's why the stamp sets have been chosen to go with different things sort of, that we've got there. Wishing you a roaring good time. That could be Fashion Forward because some of the fashion's in there.
Yep.
And the code for that one on the end is 14.
I don't believe that price point.
So they're A5 clear background stamps from Graphic45, and each one is $8.99.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Brilliant.
You get a lot in there in each of the stamp sets. You can get a lot from there.
Fabulous. Are we having a demo as well, Lou?
We are. Do you want to walk that way? But I want to show some other bits quickly if I can before we
yes,
demo.
please. Yes, please.
Are we
Can we
walking?
just do that, Chris? Is that all right? Can we just show a few more bits first?
And then I can demo.
Okay, and then we'll
But
demo.
I'll use the overhead, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lou.
Can we walk? I got told off last time. I'm just walking now. I'm walking now, sorry. But I didn't tidy up, did I? So,
I can tidy up for you. I just didn't know if you needed the things again, Lou.
No, you can play with those if you want to. Right, now we've got some other different things that we've done for you. Now, what we've done is everything will come in a wallet. So this is a 12 by 12.
You get that as well?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's waterproof.
Oh.
It's silicone, so if you feel it, it's waterproof and it's thick and it comes
yeah.
zipped together. So what we've done in here is we've given you a Graphic45 come a few other brands starter collection. So I'm just going to tip out what's in here and pass some bits to you. There we go. So inside here, you've got all your different papers.
You managed, lovely.
Yeah, just doing it. I just want to be careful.
Ooh.
So this one here has got all your different papers, and we've chosen this one to be with lots of flowers. I'm going to open mine up, but I'll do it very carefully, and I'll pass them to you. So you're going to get a mixture. Now, these will be a mixture from different collections, but all will have a beautiful, beautiful... Is it easier on the overhead, or would you prefer...
Probably overhead. And what do
Okay.
you think, Chris? Chris is our director, by the way, in case you're wondering why we keep saying Chris. He's our
Yeah,
director.
we're not randomly. So you're going to get lots of different papers. So I'm just going to quickly flick through, and you can see from there. And then we've got, so they're all a mixture of different Graphic45 collections, but they've all got a beautiful floral theme to them. And I believe, I think it's, I can't remember, I think there's, I can't remember how many papers. I'll let you count as we go along. So, as you can see, so each one, so we've got yellows, we've got pinks, we've got blues, we've got greens. As I said, they're all from a mixture of different collections, but I can't remember how many papers we put in.
2, 3.
And I love that one.
I'll count them.
I love that one. And then we've got that on the reverse. A true friend is a best possession. And then we've got that on the reverse. The lucky roses. And we've got there beautiful cakes and roses from there. And that, I love the cherries. I think that is so nice. And that colour is just so rich. You're busy counting.
I'm up to 14 so far.
And then finally,
15.
So we
There
get
you go,
15. So
15.
you're going to get 15 different papers from all Graphic45 from different collections. So then what we decided that we would like to do is, if you're into card making, we're going to do we've put in a pack of cards and envelopes.
Scalloped edged ones.
Scalloped
as well.
envelopes. So these
Lovely.
are 6x6 scalloped edge cards. So
Fabulous.
that's going in there. We've also thought, because it's flowers and it's the season's coming up, we've also added in a set of clear stamps from you. And these are Mother's Day,
Oh,
but
lovely.
you don't have to use them for Mother's Day, but obviously they're floral and they match in.
Okay.
We've added in some flowers. So these are beautiful 3D crepe effect flowers,
wow.
and they all coordinate with the actual
And
collection.
they just stick on, do they?
Yeah, they're
Oh, wow.
self-adhesive.
Okay, lovely.
We've added in some, these are from K&Co, but we've added in some floral big butterflies that
And
can sit on your flies,
dragonflies,
dragonflies,
yeah.
if you're into your scrapbooking.
Lovely.
But then we've gone the opposite way, where we've
Oof.
added in some glittery, self-adhesive butterflies as well, which work beautifully.
Gosh, there's a lot in here.
There is.
Wow.
That hasn't finished. You've then got a pad of beautiful vellum quotes, and there's loads of quotes on
they're
each
stunning.
page. You know, you've got absolutely
There's a lot in there,
loads.
isn't there?
Yeah, there's completely. I don't know how many are in there.
24 sheets.
24 sheets, but I don't know how
There-
many sentiments
Yeah,
are in
there's
there.
a
Must
lot.
be a lot in there.
Yeah.
So that's also
I'm not
included.
counting those for you, Lou.
No, don't. I wouldn't either. You've got a lovely pack of decorative buttons in here. Let's see if I can open this without. And these have all got, they're vintage themed, but they've all got florals on.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm not going to get
Shall I have a go with that?
Yeah.
And you...
Yeah, you
Yeah,
try
I'll
that
have a
way.
go.
And then we've got a little pot of extra glittery flowers inside there,
lovely.
and that comes in a little metal pot from. And they all coordinate with all the different flowers, and each one of these is super glittered, but it's got a gem in the centre. And then finally, some self-adhesive gems as well. And all of that, the buttons aren't coming out. Don't worry them.
Having none of it.
So
They've
all
gone
of
shy.
don't worry them.
I think it's, yeah. We can do it. I'm sure Chris, our director, is that talented. I'm sure he can do a zoomy.
He can do a
as they
zoomy,
call
zoomy.
it. It's a technical term.
It's zoomy, zoomy, inny, inny.
It's a technical term.
I know. So as you can see, so they're all wooden, and they've all got a vintage floral look to them. So that would go with the actual papers. So all of that will come inside all of that wallet, and it's for $34.99. So it's really a good starter kit, whether you're a card maker, an
Yeah, that's a
album.
nice thing to see, yeah.
It's a little bit of absolutely everything. So you can create right from the start.
Yeah.
And that code is TCS0011. And everything will come inside that wallet. So everything will be all self-contained in that wallet, packed a lot better than the way I've dismantled it.
What a lovely gift to give to somebody as well. If you think there's somebody that you really like, that you think they'd like to get into crafting, that's a perfect gift, isn't it?
Completely.
Really lovely.
Right, so we've got that there. Do you want to file it underneath? And we've done two. So we've done two with different themes. Again, this one is going to come inside the 12 by 12 wallet, which is zipped. Got the tag, the ribbon tag to pull it across. So I'm just going to tip out. So in this collection, if I pass, we've got all of those. All of those. Now this one here has got, I believe, 24 papers. And I was just ramming, sorry, I got distracted by Dan back again on the floor, just thinking he's not bringing us food, though. Do you know what I mean?
I'm quite happy with what he's providing at the moment.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Okay. Big smile. So this...
Don't you'll set me off.
Carry on.
You managed.
Yeah. We could flushes and all that, so we can blame it on that. So this one here, you're going to get 24 different papers, and these are all linked to your months of the year.
Oh, yes.
So we've got January here, you've got the calendars, you've got all the imagery to do with winter, and then you've got...
But when you look at each sheet, there's so much on there.
There is, isn't there? So you've got
Yeah.
January, I'll pass that over there.
Yeah, of course, no
We've
problem.
got February.
January, February, do.
Okay, March, and then we've got April.
Yep.
So I'm going to quickly whiz through May, June, July, August, September, October. You know, we're just thinking now, hope we have. November and
what
December.
What month are you?
I'm January.
Oh, I'm me.
Are you?
Yeah, what day?
14th.
Oh, on the 8th.
Are you? My sister's is the 1st. And I've
Oh,
got a nephew on the
wow.
11th.
It's
So
rubbish having a
24th.
January birthday, though, isn't it, Lou?
I know. This is what I was trying to say. My poor old sons, I'm 60 next year. And
You are not.
I am.
You
so-
are not.
I am.
Can I have your face cream?
Right. You know, you just go. But yeah, they were like, oh, Mum, it's January. And I went, okay.
We need to have one in June.
Those are the calendars. So then what we've done is the lovely Donna went off down the warehouse. I've got to say thank you to Donna who picked these.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
And she then has chosen coordinating backing papers that will go with each month. So if we see, so you've got January. So we've got January and we've got the matching backing paper.
Oh, there, look, as well, it matches
Yep.
the... Oh, wow.
So we've got the matching backing paper that goes with January. We've then got February. And we've got a matching backing paper that goes with February. Obviously, you've got the opposite
wow.
side as well. So we've got February. We've then got March, and they all coordinate beautifully together.
Oops.
We've got...
No, wait. Oh, there you go.
We've got April, and they all coordinate together because
she's
of the
done a good
flowers
job.
with the daffodils on there. May, and again, May all coordinates together. Oh, she did a beautiful job. June.
Gosh, she's done well.
And then we've got July. So you've got the different... So we've got the July... If I do it that way, it's probably better, isn't it? Well, how I did it. So you've got the July backing and then the fair. That works together. August. I love that character.
Love that one, yeah.
The smile. That's
Sunflowers.
mischievous.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the... Wasn't me, sort of thing. And then we've got September. So you've got the matching backing papers that go with September.
Oh, into Halloween and
Halloween,
autumn.
and so we've got all of those that go together. And again, you've got the reverse. Obviously, we won't go through all of it. We've got November that goes together.
Beautiful.
And then finally, December. So you've got
Christmas.
24 different papers.
Shall I move those out your way,
Yeah.
lovely girl?
Okay. Again, all in the wallet. And then what we decided we'd do for this one, because obviously it's months of the year, we've put in a set of birthday stamps. So you've got happy
lovely.
birthday and a little cupcake.
Got to be
to
cake,
go there.
hasn't there, Lou?
There has. We've added in some floral flowers because, you know, to go with it. And these are all 3D and layered up.
you can
and they've
flick
got
those up
you
with
can
like a-
flick
oh,
those up.
okay.
And they've got little bits of glitter in there. And then we've got the roses, which are all 3D. Maybe not putting them. That probably stands out a little bit,
Yeah.
marginally better. The roses on there, and there's 12
Can I open that
pieces.
up
You
for you?
can, yeah, please. We've then got a set of butterfly stickers, which are all 3D, and then obviously go with everything that goes together. These are like your resin little
They're gorgeous, I
flowers.
like those.
And you get all of those, and they've got like a little gem in the centre, and they're all self-adhesive as well. And then we've got these beautiful large ribbon flowers that all so we've got
wow.
two in the cream.
Oh, and they've got little gems in
And they've got the
middle
little
as well.
gems, and then we've got a beautiful brown because in the autumn go there, and a pink, and they've even got the little ribbon leaves on there. So you get all four of those.
We haven't
Then-
finished.
And then finally, you're going to get 11 metres of mixed ribbons.
Sorry,
and
do you want those out, lovely?
Yeah, I'll just tip them out. And I've got to say again, thank you to Don. Donna looked at all the different papers and went off and found all the different ribbons.
She
that
knows her
matches.
colour, doesn't she?
So you've got a mixture of polka dots, you've got a mixture of sheer, you've got gingham, you've got plain. So all of those coordinate. You've got blues, greens,
Beautiful.
pinks. All of those coordinate with all the different papers.
Yeah.
So that all goes, if I pass that to you.
Okay, lovely. And
We just
all
won't-
that comes in the wallet again.
All of that comes in the wallet, all of those papers together, and this one is $44.99 because you're getting 24 papers plus all the different embellishments, and that will all come together in the wallet, all nice and neatly zipped
But
to you.
do make sure you don't miss out. You've got to get yourselves across to the personalimpressions.com website, get yourselves on there, and then you can grab the first one before they all sell out. Yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to make sure you don't miss out.
Yeah. So the code for that one is TCS0010 sort of thing. But if you just put in TCS or go to the, you'll see them all there.
It's all-
and there's
it's
a
all
picture
there. Yeah.
And you'll get close-ups of all the different pictures.
Brilliant.
So we've got that there. So should we do a demo?
Yes,
Now I'm just working out
please.
what I
We've
did
only
with.
got 20 minutes left. What are you
Really?
looking for,
I'm
young?
looking.
Is it that?
No, where I put my demo pieces. You know when you just go. I had them out, just literally in front of me.
I haven't put them on anything. Because if... No, the bag's empty, Chris, but that was a jolly good idea, Chris.
Oh, it's because it's fallen on the
Aha.
floor.
We have
Sorry.
found it.
It's fallen on the floor. You know when you just sit there and go, oh, okay.
I love these scalloped edge cards. They're beautiful.
They're beautiful. So
Yeah.
I've mixed in the cards. So I've gone ahead and done a few bits and pieces.
Okay.
Already. So we've
Here's
got the
one I
scallops.
prepared earlier.
Yeah, because you don't need to see me cut everything out. So I've taken one of the scallop egg cards which comes in one of the kits, and I've cut. This is from the Princess pack that we've got there. And I've just cut the backing paper, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the back of it, and I'm going to put it. And I thought actually, rather than do a portrait, I'm going to do a landscape version, which I thought would be a little bit different. So this is one of the backing papers. Now, in that pet kit, you get some beautiful toppers. So I've taken one of the toppers and I've just layered it onto some cream card to match it all together. So this one's a quick demo. I've got a longer one coming up.
Okay.
And it's got Believe, and she's got the beautiful image. I won't do it now, but I have actually brought in some glossy accents, because glossy
I
accents...
like glossy accents.
But they're by Ranger. So if you went to the Ranger brand shop on Personal Impressions,
That's
where
what I
the
mean. You've got it
glossy
all in
accents-
one place
Yeah.
on Personal Impressions. That's what I love
but
about
I
your
think
website.
it's a bit like Stickles and things that are actual but they're Ranger products, and people don't
Okay.
assume that they are Perfect Pearls and things like that. So we've got that going to go, and we've got her sitting there beautifully
Lovely.
along there. And then you get lots of other little toppers, and this is just taken from one sheet only, so you could make this time and time again. And I've got here, you know, Believe, where will your dreams take you? And I just want to layer up the different toppers so they're sitting on top of each other, and we can bring in some other elements.
What's that you're using there?
This is Aileen's tacky glue. I love this
like
glue.
that.
That is on Personal Impressions as well. And the reason I like the glue is, I know it's the small things, but it's the lid. Everything is always upside down.
Oh, so it's ready to use. You're
yeah,
not waiting for
I'm
the
not
glue
waiting
to come
for
down.
it. Yeah,
Got
Aileen's
you.
have done that. Aileen's, they're an American company, but they've been around for absolutely ages, and they've done this for a long time. And I keep the bottles now and just keep refilling them. I'll buy another
idea.
bottle and just refill it, because I love the lids.
Yeah. That saves you waiting, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's there. Also, it doesn't seem to roll as much as when I do other things. So I'm just going to put these toppers on here. Now, in the same, you get a little strip on one of the sheets that has some tiny little stamps.
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they?
So I thought I'm going to put a couple of the actual little stamps, and they fit inside that frame perfectly.
yeah.
If you want, if you want to add it there.
It's the attention to detail,
It
isn't it?
is
You can tell that it's
beautiful.
crafters designing for crafters.
Completely.
You know.
And Graphic45, the beautiful papers. Everybody always says sort of thing, the papers have a wonderful smell to them as well. So we've got that there. And I'm a bit like Leonie is, use them.
Yeah.
Use
Don't
them up.
save them for best.
No, use them.
Could I ask you a question as a
can.
beginner crafter? How do you decide what to raise and what not to raise on foam pads?
For me, it's a bit like when you're wearing your clothing. You have your underwear and you have your outerwear.
Right.
So it's the thing you want to see at the front is what you put on the out.
Do you know, I've never thought of it like that.
I mean, you can put your underwear on the front
Well,
if you want
Superman
to.
was doing that, wasn't he? He had his pants the wrong way,
So the bit that you want to be the nearest to you or to be the focal image is the bit that you put on the front, which is the bit I would actually raise. So it's a
okay.
bit like how we layer our clothing.
Never thought about it like that. That's brilliant. That's a really good explanation.
So we've
Thank
got
you.
those. No, that's fine. No, I like
you.
the question. Thank you. It's when you make and do things, you forget, because you do things automatically.
Yeah.
So it's great actually to be asked, because you just go.
Because when I made my first Christmas card, not this Christmas, the Christmas before, I did it all flat and I couldn't work out why it didn't look right. And then I went, I haven't raised anything up.
You can, or just ink the edges. Or if you haven't got an ink pad, an alcohol marker, use the chisel tip and go around the edges.
I threw them away in the end.
Yeah.
I shouldn't, yeah.
But,
Thank you.
But all I've done, these are the scraps that were left over from the piece I cut away, and I've just fussy cut them out because I thought what we can do is we can bring in different elements. So I can now add a little bit more of the flowers going round. Now we can layer them up or we can do them flat, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on that bit there, and I would put a 3D faux pad on that bit there, so it's a little bit...
To make it look more real, the flower.
yeah.
Got you. Right, okay.
You could flower shape, and as I said, so these were all the little bits that I had left over.
Do you recommend having like a bit box?
I used to have a bit
Yeah.
box, but yes, actually, I used to have a bit box, and then my craft room became more about the bit boxes than about the other bits and pieces. So I have a bit box whilst I'm creating. Once I've finished that project, if I don't need it anymore, I will get rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah. But only because I used to hoard it all.
I was going to say, you do become a hoarder, don't you?
So I've just taken these little bits here, as you can see, down the side. So to take away there, and we can carry on the pattern, I could easily add it along the bottom, you know, to extend the topper.
Oh, yeah.
We could easily add it along the top there or down the side. So we're just going to tuck it in a little bit by little bit.
It's knowing when to stop, isn't it, Lou?
I'm not a... I'm not a less is more person. You just go, I'm not a less is more. I really do struggle. My goal is I really want to do more white space, you know, show more white space in my making. But I do get to the stage that I go, oh, you know what? Let's have that as well. Let's have that. I mean, they wouldn't have included that if they didn't want you to use it. That's my justification anyhow. So we've got that now. So very, very quickly, we can put together a very pretty card. You could then take the stamp set and stamp inside to be your greeting, or use another paper and make it the insert inside the paper. So just by using one of the backgrounds and then taking one of the element sheets that I've just cut bits and pieces, you can create a card just as much. So scrapbook papers don't just need to be for scrapbooks. No, we are going to be doing that next.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
If I pass that over to you, and I'll grab the next.
Do you know, that's that kind of thing that, can I show it again?
Yeah, of course.
Is that all right? Because that's the kind of card that you would never ever throw away, would you? Look at that. That's absolutely, and the scalloped edge, everything about that. The eye just keeps darting all the way across that. Look, it's utterly beautiful. That's so lovely, Lou.
Thank you.
Good, isn't she? Right, what we make
slurp. Can I have a quick slurp?
You have a slurp.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here, because when you're talking a lot, you need a little drink, don't you?
Well, no, normally we would have an advert, wouldn't we? And then
we haven't had that chance, have we?
Right, what I wanted to show was, we've got the scallop cards.
Yes.
Okay, one of the questions I'm always asked is about albums and making albums. Your card bases and your envelopes are a really cool starting point for an album.
Really?
Because the creasing's done for you, and you've got the shape. So you've now got that size. I know, so I'm using 7x5, you've got 6x6 in the book.
Yes.
So if I'm going to take, let's take 1, 2, 3 envelopes, and we'll take a couple of cards for now. But you can do this with any size that you want. Okay, so we're just going to fold those in half, because they're already pre-creased.
Yep.
And they're folded in half. I'm going to take one of my envelopes, and I've already done this already, and I'm just creasing that there, and that's going to be, the triangle's going to stand up. I'm going to do exactly the same there. Okay. And the triangle's going to stand up. And those two become stuck together. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly stick them, because I've got one made, but just to show you. So these two now will quickly get stuck together. So I would spread my glue out a little bit better than I'm doing now. But
yeah, but we always know crafting on screen is you never quite do it fully.
No,
you don't have the time, do you?
No. So now I've actually got those two stuck together.
Yep.
And they're going to sit there.
Okay.
This means then I can stick one of my cards in like that. And goes down, and that becomes one page.
Oh, that's clever.
That's going to go over here. That means my other card can go inside the envelope. Now, you can keep the envelope bit open.
Yep.
And you've made a pocket inside a memory book. So that becomes a pocket as well.
Oh, my goodness me.
So that now sits there. So then what we're going to do with this envelope here is we're just going to take this envelope. Let's just move you that way. Okay. We're just going to take this envelope. So far, I've used 2 cards and 3 envelopes.
Yep.
Now, if you wanted to do a junk journal side, you would use recycled envelopes, like you get your bills and stuff like that in. And I'm just going to stick that part down like that. And let's just grab some
Is that what a junk journal means, then? You're upcycling things that... Oh, OK.
Yeah, that technically junk mail. It started like from junk mail and things like that. So we've got that stuck down. Now, if you want a straighter line, use a trimmer. I do have a trimmer, but... my scissors were nearer to hand. Yeah. So we've got that bit there. I'm just going to put that there, which means now I have got an opening. Okay. Now this would need to be glued down a little bit more. We're just going to hold you now. Do as you're told. So because the glue's not
it doesn't have
down.
time to set.
No. And then that will sit over
as
the
another
top
page.
As another page.
Gosh, that's clever.
Okay. So we need to let the glue. I have got it done. one made. There we go. The envelope.
We get the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would sit on the top. I'm just going to put it on the top like that. That would sit on the top once
Yep.
this is all glued down,
Yep.
and that would make my other page. So let's just move you there. So in good Blue Peter fashion, I have got one done, and I've got different ones cut, so I can show you. So this is me making templates now to show you different ways to do templates. I've cut all my sheets. So as you can see, I've just broken mine down. So I haven't put my card in there. So this is now solid.
That's such a great idea.
And this now is my page. But I just wanted to show you how we draw around an envelope. So we've got that. So that now is my card in there. I can still use this as a pocket for tags, ephemera pieces, and everything like that. So what I do for it to create a pocket is I always use a scrap piece of card, and I'm just going to work out where I roughly want it to be. And I am just going to fold it down. I won't even cut, I will just fold. You can cut, because this is going to be, I would do this a little bit neater at home and make it there. So that now fits inside the envelope. So if I fit that inside the envelope as such, and we'll slide it all the way down. I'm going to move that there. That now fits inside there. I take a pen and I draw around there.
Yep.
Cut it away, and I'm left with that shape. That shape will work at the front and the back, which means now I have my mat and layer.
Oh, I see.
Straight
Brilliant.
away for the envelope.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. So now I can add the mat and layer, cut it out from the paper.
Oh my goodness.
And I can have, so then I'm keeping the envelope as my actual pocket.
Yeah.
But the fussy side of me has still, got it covered.
Exactly, it's so clever.
And it's a quick way, so you can just keep the same template
Brilliant.
at the end of the day.
Brilliant.
So if we decorate that up. So this is from the floral selection that we had with all the other little bits and pieces in. I'm just going to make a flat book because we haven't got time to sit here and make little bits. I just wanted to show you how you can take even the set that we put together that's got the card blanks, that you can make yourself a mini album.
Can't you just?
So this now can sit inside here. And I would glue that in. Alternatively, leave it free and it becomes a little page you want to go out.
You can have a card that comes out of the actual.
So I'm just going to stick that part on there. Now, because we use 3 envelope, it means I've got a random card without a little buddy, because I've taken so I thought, right, I've got to use that card up. So I'm just going to stick this down here. And this is one of the backing pages. So I've chosen to go similar. And then this little strip that was left over, let's move you out, I'm going to stick in here. Because even though I might stick this down, I don't want you to see the cream.
No.
Okay?
No.
So just spread your glue out a little bit more than I am doing. So we've got that going in like so. That then sits in there. I would glue all of that down. So, but now I look like I've got a coordinated piece. So, like I said to you, the card that was left over, I've taken one of the card blanks, and I've just gone in from scallop to scallop and done a skull line. So this now means I can stick this on the top. The scallop or scallop now match, but I've now created another page that opens. So now I'm not left with a card without an envelope.
No.
So this now can sit along the top here. So
How long did this take for you to come up with?
I've always done things like this for a long. It's a nice, quick, easy way to make an album using what you've got, rather than having to teach about hinges and spines and everything like that. So that now sits there like that, which means I can then start, adding in other papers to cover it up. So now we've created the whole, if I move all of these bits and pieces. So that means now all I need to do is think about how I'm going to, so this is the princess papers, how I'm going to decorate the inside. So we've got this one here. So now I've got to really, rather than keep decorating, because I've just seen the time.
I know, it's gone so quickly.
So all I've done is with the front is I've just put a plain paper, you could put a ribbon, you've got lots of different ephemera pieces. So just from 3 cards and 3 envelopes, that is still a pocket.
Clever.
That I can still put.
You could put a gift card in there or anything, couldn't you?
But I've now got places that I can use as an album. That's the other side of the card, either side.
So clever.
This is now an album. Now, what we could do, even though I've created that there, that if you wanted to create another pocket, I can take this bit here once it's dry, and I can cut along
and open
this
that up
edge
into another pocket.
and open that up into another pocket.
Oh, brilliant. That's genius.
So that now envelope becomes another pocket.
But you know when you can buy those lovely packets of sort of seed flowers, you know, seed flowers,
that would be
flower seeds
lovely.
even, and bee
Put it in
bombs
there.
and things like that. It could be a lovely gift, couldn't it?
So we've got, so you know, you cover that there, and you've got another page, but now you've got a pocket. You
Brilliant.
could take, if you want to make it a little bit fancy, if you take your glue, I haven't got a pen on me, but if I draw around that glue, if I haven't got a punch, you could draw around there, and then you've made a little hole, so you can then pull things out a lot easier.
Brilliant.
But then very quickly, I haven't stuck all these down, so we've got
But
all
you've
of
just
these
proved
bits.
how quickly you can create something like that as well. When I asked you earlier, and you'd done that one, and you said, I've done it in what was it, an hour or something, hour and a half or something. And I was like, how? And you've just done that in minutes.
And so, you know, so you can take all the envelopes and the cards from the collection. So you can make yourself, if you go for the collection that's got all that card pack inside it, and then you can take, I mean, I'm just grabbing one of the ribbons. So I can take a ribbon, if you want, you know, and that can go round the edge, and we can tie it together.
Butterflies,
and you can do butterflies, we can do flowers. You know, we can cut some of the
Look at
toppers
those on
out.
there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You could cut on the toppers on there, you know. So it was just a nice, lovely way to create a
brilliant.
really little brag book very, 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 very quickly, with just envelopes and cards that can go together.
Well, we've just had another message coming in from Judy Sue. She's loving what you're doing. And she
Thank
just
you.
said, wow, Lou, I love this idea of using card blanks and envelopes to make a mini journal. It's just...
Because now, if you've got 6x6, 5x5, 8x8, you know, when you think about a lot of the cards that we've got, you can do it. So you've got an 8x8 card, you can use your 8x8 papers and just do a small, you're not wasting as much 7x5.
But it's
you know,
a
so
real
you've
gift
got,
box, effectively, isn't it? Of all things that you can insert and put in, and you know, like for Mother's Day. I know I'll get back going on about Mother's Day, but like if you put like a nice herbal tea in there for your mum, or one of the face masks,
like you were
and
saying,
things,
it could be pictures, it could be photographs, and it's just doing it in a completely different way. And all it was taking 3 cards.
That was it.
And
3
3
cards you did that from.
Yep. And you know, and then just one over the top, and you've suddenly got yourself a nice little journal idea.
Genius, absolutely brilliant. So just make sure as well you go and head yourselves over to personalimpressions.com. 70 brands are on there, and again, all the codes from today, if you just go on there and you go on the craft store, it's all TCS and it'll all come up there. So you can go and have a ferret and a route around, by all means. You're more than welcome. But if you want specifically what Lou has demonstrated and brought to you across the Tim Holtz range and the Graphic45 range, it's all there as you land if you put in the craft store, and it's on there, isn't it?
Yeah, you go to the page, the craft stores there. If you just put in TCS, if you don't want to remember all the codes, all the different items will come up there for every single show we've done so far.
Brilliant.
On the craft store, and it's all there. And I think Matt normally loads it newest to oldest
so
items.
that makes it simple as well, doesn't it, as well?
So today's will be at the top compared to what Dawn did with Ciao which will be the further down.
Brilliant.
The pages.
Brilliant. Oh my goodness me, I've enjoyed that so much. That has been, isn't it? I love as well standing next to somebody with all those years of experience in the crafting world, and then watching, because it's all very well, you do something like that, and it's lovely because for those of us like me who don't have that creative flair in that sense, you then give me that inspiration to give it and go and think, oh, I could do that.
Yeah,
It's but
lovely.
you make it look easy and you give us the ideas, and that's brilliant.
Well, sometimes if something's easy, you will give it a go. If you make it too many flaps, but then you gradually add in your own skill. You know, you
build your confidence.
Yeah,
then,
I mean,
don't
where
you?
we've put that card blank on the top. Go to the right book, please. Go to the right book. But where I've split that card and put it on there, you could have another card that could be 5x5 that you could just chop down, and that becomes another page or another flip or another flap. And that's all we do, is just take a different shape with a different hinge and add
with
to
all
it.
those different papers as well, and then all the different sizes of your card blanks as well. It's just, there's so much scope to take it up or down, isn't it? It's just incredible.
Yeah, completely.
Brilliant.
But yeah, so that's everything like that. Now, I was going to say, but you will have to do
Go on, we've got about a minute, but go on.
I'm never going to finish this, so I'm more than happy to give all the bits and pieces that went away, if you want to pick a winner.
Oh, shall we?
And they can then take this, there's the other journal that they can finish off. I will add all of the spare bits of paper that I was using.
Oh, that would be so kind of you, Lou.
All the different bits of paper that I was using, I'll put it all in an envelope. If you, then you can message me and let me know who you picked.
Oh, we'll definitely do that. That'd be lovely. So one of you could be the lucky winner of that. So wonderful.
And then they can finish off the project themselves.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you. Oh, we like doing that, don't we? Thank you so much, my lovely. Are you back on again next week?
I'm not next week, but the week after.
The week after. Okay, wonderful. So again, if you want to go and treat yourselves to any of the lovely items, it's personalimpressions.com. Now, coming up after this show is another lovely friend of mine called Adam, and Under the Rainbow. You're going to have a lovely... We're going to go to his studio for that one. So do please keep tuned. And then I will be back in an hour's time, very excited, with the lovely Dawn Bibby, she's across the studio, with Katie Sue Designs. So please join us then.